Yes, sir. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Can everybody hear me clearly? I said, can everybody hear me clearly? I hope y'all woke up this morning, washed your face, brushed your teeth, had your little breakfast. Because all the bullshit out here in these streets, it just ain't gonna last. Now, I've been gone a long, long time, and it's been a long road. But where this road gonna end up, nobody knows. Shout out to the people that's in the chat. Red Dog, Lost Rebel, and all my enemies and foes. Army Vet, what up? Army Vet, what up? Target practice, baby. Another person I've been knowing on here for a long time, and Army can vouch for me. Army can vouch for me and tell y'all I'm a stand-up dude, and I ain't never been rude. Oh, boy. Good morning, America. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Don't play with me. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my shit. Subscribe to my shit. I won't hold it back any longer. Let's get off into this shit. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Bird. Everybody go ahead. Y'all drop y'all the sun emojis in my shit, because we finna top off the morning with this shit. Now, I couldn't wait to get back down here to H-Time. I said I couldn't wait to get back home, so I can talk my shit in these streets while all the opposition roams. JM, I'm glad you're here, because you need to hear this shit. You need to hear this shit. A whole lot of bullshit been going on. Well, now I'm here, motherfuckers. Now I'm here. And I'm finna talk my shit in the AM without JM, bitch. Yeah. Let's get to it. Bop. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah. We finna get into this shit, because we got a whole lot of punk motherfuckers that been talking shit behind my back while I was out of town working and shit. I was on the clock and I had to do my motherfucking job. But while I was away, all y'all was talking hot cash shit. All of you motherfuckers. Yeah. Let's kick this shit off. Hold on, what did he say? Now, I don't like the moves and shit that JM has been doing. Every morning I turn this shit on. I turn my motherfucking YouTube. I grab my phone. I turn my shit on. I see JM. And what I see with JM is he think he's saving America. JM, you're not saving America, baby boy. You ain't doing shit but contaminating these streets. And the reason I say that is because JM is riding his ambulance and he got his certifications and shit. But now I hear that JM got a junior, JM Jr. And JM Jr. getting his license too. But what kind of influence is JM giving to his son, JM Jr.? Huh? Because now we got another reckless ambulance driver riding and patrolling the streets and shit. And Lord forbid if JM Jr. get a YouTube channel. Oh, boy! He's spawning the next generation to do the next dumb shit that JM does. We're going to put a stop to that today, bitch. Yeah! Let's get to it. Now, JM was all big and bad and shit. All these punk motherfuckers going over there to see Matty Marinero. And Uncle Zio, I ain't done with you, bitch. Yeah! Fuck Gene Team. Fuck who? Fuck you and fuck them all. I gives a good goddamn. I don't bow down and back down from no man. I gives a good goddamn. And Matty Marinero, You could have said more, bitch. But you didn't do a goddamn thing. Now, them motherfuckers don't support you, Maddie. But I see you almost had 200 motherfucking people in your goddamn chat. So the numbers made him all woozy and dizzy and shit. It's a floozy. He got all dizzy and shit, and he started to choose sides and shit. Maddie, you a little bit shaky there, buddy. Your bloodline must not be thorough. I said it. I said it. And Uncle Zio, you can get to smoke anytime. Any goddamn time. Now, they was all on panel and shit, all kikiing and all that kind of shit, all big and bad and shit. You got all them punk motherfuckers. You got Filthy Animal and shit. You got all these motherfuckers from the Littles and shit. They all go over there on the panel and shit and try to protest like some bitches. These motherfuckers ain't never did nothing. They never stood on their own 2 feet. They always got to stand behind walls of other people and shit. And let me calm down a little bit. Hold on. Let me come going a little bit fast and shit, because there's a whole lot of shit I'm going to address and shit, though. But they acted big and bad. Carolina Rebel, what up? Carolina Rebel, what up? Gene Team Regime in this bitch. Gene Team Regime in this bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, Bird, but I got to tell it how it is. Fuck that. They ain't my friends. Them motherfuckers. A bunch of goddamn Yankees. And I said that, bitch. I want all the smoke. But anyways, I'm going to drop the link down a little bit after I get off and say shit I want to say, after I talk my shit. Because I don't think it's fair for us, for they try to call us the low cows and the little dogs and you know, the underdogs and shit. I don't think this shit fair. So now I just don't give a fuck and I don't care. Shout out to Dagburn. I told Dagburn I was going to wear my Jordan hat. I know they motherfucking mad. 12 Point kicked me out of his chat last night. 12 Point kicked me out of his chat last night. Because he's a bitch. And somebody tell him to take them motherfucking black ass shades off. Yeah. Because his ass hiding behind something. He hiding something. Anybody that wear dark ass shades at night in the house with no lights is hiding that shit, right? Please believe it. Rusty Truck, you done brought your rusty, crusty, dusty ass over here. After all the shit you done said about Dagburn and all this other shit y'all done edited up and shit about Miss Melinda. Well, I've been down with them for a long time, and I never seen them fold in any form of fashion. I never seen them fold over. So now, early Saturday morning, I decided to rise and shine, wake up and shit, get my cup of coffee. Because it's going to be a long motherfucking morning. A Folgers morning. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Goddamn me. For shit show. Now, buddy, oh my God, buddy, you won't go away. You another one of them damn gnats and shit, bro. You another one of them gnats and shit, bro. You don't know what the hell you want to do. You don't know where you want to go. You don't know how you want to hang. But the buck stops here. Now, back to the nature at hand. People got a whole lot of problems about who was the regime, who was the Gene Team regime, and who was on the team and shit. Don't worry about who on the team and shit. Just know I'm gonna bring pressure. I'm gonna bring pressure. But whoever fucking with my team, I remain loyal to the motherfucking soil. They don't like that about me. But I gives a good goddamn. Fuck who? Fuck them all. Yeah. All right. So now everybody want to come down and shit because my influence is on the street and shit. And I meant every word I said the other day on Books for Moses. Shout out Books for Moses. Now, he might have had a bad moment and shit, which any man does. But now y'all want to crucify and shit. Hold on. Rusty Truck talking about stay tuned, Gene. I'm just getting started. Well, you better leave them good ass. You need to leave that family alone. That's a nice American wholesome family. And you motherfuckers is traumatizing this shit. Y'all traumatizing this shit. Melinda has helped me grow my plants. Y'all see them healthy ass plants in the background. Y'all see them beautiful ass plants back there. Melinda helped me with that shit. And that's the thanks she get. Hell no. Captain America, take your rusty, crusty, dusty ass down the road somewhere. All you motherfuckers flip-flop. Now I'm going to say one goddamn thing and shit. Now, Bird has went her own direction, and I went my own direction, okay? But that doesn't mean can't nobody be cordial and shit. Because she know my loyalty lies with my boy. Because when he get out, it's going to be some motherfucking bullshit. It's going to be a whole lot of dust kicking up in this bitch. And we ain't stopping until somebody's dropping. We ain't stopping. So y'all keep talking that shit on all these different communities and shit. Fuck Gene, fuck Iceman, fuck. No, motherfucker, fuck you. Because when I come and lay my hands down upon thee, I will strike with furious vengeance. And there won't be a soul left alive. Yea, though we walk through the valley of death, up in this bitch. Good morning, America. Dumb Genius is back. Up in this bitch for 2 days. And I ain't going nowhere. They want me out this community and shit. The little motherfuckers, the worky version shit. I ain't got to do a goddamn thing. This is America. And I got freedom of speech in this bitch. And I'm going to use it too, bitch. Yeah. I'm going to take my time to get in this shit because I ain't been able to go live for a good minute. Let me take my time and shit. I ain't going to just jump down into it. Because Andrea and Slap by Sly, you's a goddamn lie. But that's another segment of the story and shit. Not right now. Not right now. Yeah, that's right, Carolina Rebel. Carolina Rebel, he caught that shit. That's my boy. He caught that shit. Samuel L. Jackson up in this bitch. Yeah! Let me light my cigarette and get back to my story and shit. About how all this shit started. All this shit started. Because at one point in time in these YouTube streets, we was all together in this bitch. We was all together in this bitch. In some kind of way, people got thirsty and they wanted to shine. They wanted the limelight and shit. But everybody on here is fighting over the same goddamn community up in this bitch. Everybody. But there's enough room and enough paper for everybody. But yeah, everybody fighting. And Ricky Sanchez, you cry like a newborn baby, Ricky. Yeah, Moses, you came up there all tough and shit on Maddie's channel, came up there all tough and shit. You try to change your voice to the point to where you almost sound like Uncle Zio. Moses, you try to sound like Uncle Zio when you was on Maddie's shit. Try to put some bass in your voice. Shut your ass up and sit your ass down somewhere. I'm on y'all neck. All y'all do is block and cock block. Ricky Sanchez and Moses, that's all the fuck y'all do. That's all the fuck y'all do. Let me talk my shit when I come in y'all chats. Everybody got a point of view. What up, Jennifer? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Pennywise, what up? What up? Oh, Pennywise, that's facts. Bird did give me a funeral and shit. But y'all fail to realize that I want to take down the big fish. Hear me out, Penny. I want Filthy's motherfucking ass. I want Fusion's motherfucking ass, and I want JM. I want to tear that shit down. I need to get people on the right page, on the right shit. Now, we had our differences and shit, Penny, but you got to agree that Bird is a female, and all these motherfucking dudes is swinging ball sacks and shit. They on some next shit. And they always teaming up trying to jump people and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But it's not about Bird, though. It's not all about Bird and shit. This vendetta has been going on for months. Damn near a year. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than the situation that Bird and them had with JM. That Bird had with the Lils and all that shit. Because I don't fuck with them. Never have and never will. And I ain't going to fuck with them. But I want to see a crack in the armor. I want to see a crack in the concrete to where they ass crumble up and fall apart. Like the House of Cards up in this bitch. I want to see they ass fall down and fry. But it's very hard out here. You want to know why it's hard? Because people on my team and people on the outskirts of the workyverse, people on the outskirts of the little fellas, the little me's and shit. I mean, the little motherfuckers, they can't stay together. They can't stick together. And that's the only reason why the motherfuckers have a little bit of success in this YouTube, on these YouTube blocks, is because they stick together and they got numbers and shit. And oh, forbid if anybody goes against them, oh, they don't want to be singled out. Anybody in their chat, scared to death for their lives. Because they don't want to get talked about. Once they sign in, it's hard to sign out in that bitch. Now you ask me or ask anybody else, that is true dictatorship. That is true dictatorship. As I move to calculate the chess pieces on the board and shit, and fucking with my people and shit, and making these chess moves and shit, checkmate, bitch. We taking their ass down. And I don't give a fuck. If nobody want to stand with me to take, I'll take them down my goddamn self. I know, yeah, I know. Y'all wanna talk about killing. Yeah, y'all want to take on, here's little old Gene and shit. Y'all want to come up on little old Gene and shit. Y'all talking about killing and shit and try to take me down and shit. While they over there getting high, talking shit, using different substances, Suboxone and all this other kind of shit to tame they high and shit and all that. Me, I don't need that shit. I don't need no Suboxone, no Ativan, none of that shit. They use that shit to what? Escape reality? I ain't got to escape reality. I am reality, bitch. Yeah. Free Iceman. He'll be home real soon. Sooner than some of y'all might think. The end of the road ain't for y'all. Every day is going to be something new going on when he get home. So if you don't want to get caught up in this shit, get the fuck up out of Dodge. Get out the way. Get out the way. Now, bro, what you did to Gene was not content. He was deep in the work of trying to press. Yes, I agree, Penny. She was trying to press them motherfuckers. But I tried to warn her, as I try to warn all of y'all, they are fucking blood-sucking cannibals. They are vampires, okay? They don't have reflections in the mirror and they hate garlic. Them motherfuckers are terrible. And they will eat their own kind. Try to be independent over there and over there in the work reverse. Try to show some independence over there with the little fellas and shit. The little fellas was the most hated motherfuckers in YouTube. Steph with numbers, all of them. They was the most hated motherfuckers in YouTube. I mean, let me take y'all way back. How far are we going back? Way back. In the beginning, God spit out the 7 seas. No. In the beginning of this YouTube shit, everybody was together at one point. And there was no fighting over goddamn content. There was no fighting over people in the chat and shit. Everybody was dropping content. Everybody was dropping content and shit. I know because I was there. A lot of you new wave motherfuckers, y'all wasn't there. Y'all don't know how this shit started. But when I first came to the game, we was all together and shit up in this bitch. And there was no war and there was no fighting. There was none of that shit. Until numbers started growing up in this bitch. Now, Triple T, rusted, crusted, dusty, funky ass, was talking a whole lot of shit about me in the beginning and shit because I had a roast war over there seeing TV shit. We had a roast battle and shit for those that know and those that was around. All right? And we fell out behind that shit, right? So I was all lonely, all lonesome by myself in these streets. And I see that they had numbers and shit. I was like, so, okay, it must be some innocent bystanders or somebody like-minded like me in this community that understand and feel my motherfucking pain. And I searched high and low through these YouTube streets. I searched high and low in these YouTube streets. And I couldn't find no goddamn body until one day. I said one day, Lord have mercy. I heard Iceman spitting the freestyle and shit. CNTV and Triple T was playing and laughing at this shit. And I said, who is this man? Smack, who is this man? So I went on ahead and the way he was talking shit all bold and shit, I took my ass over there to the motherfucking stream. I said, yo, Iceman, what up? Now, Iceman was being attacked all over the motherfucking place and he didn't trust nobody. And he was surprised at the fact that I was black. But I'm a real man, though. After 1, 2, 3 attempts and shit of going on Iceman shit, he finally said, you know what, Gene? I'm going to bring you up, man. Let me see what's going on and shit. And Iceman finally let me up. And he was going after him and Bishop was going after Red Reaper. And Red Reaper's another motherfucker that fell down by the wayside. He couldn't handle the pressure in these streets. So he went and got his ass some clinical pills and shit and laid the fuck out. He bowed out gracefully. So it is what it is. But long story short, when me and Iceman started clicking and shit, he was dropping music and shit. Once again, a musical community. He was freestyling and dropping shit, making music and shit, and going after the same enemies that I was going after. And he didn't give a good goddamn. He wasn't scared. A lot of you motherfuckers are fear-led. You led by fear and shit. That's what y'all fail to realize. Y'all scared of a motherfucker that's gonna single you out and talk shit because y'all can't handle the pressure. And if you can't handle pressure, get the fuck up out of the YouTube streets. It's a simple equation, people. It's simple. It's not complicated at all. But let me get back to the matter at hand. Where's my coffee? Y'all thought I was gonna say liquor. Me and Iceman clicked tight. And when me and Iceman started, and Iceman was very hated, but we started going on panel every day, chopping it up, talking as most of these channels do. We go live all the time. We start talking, and we gain some people that like us. We gain some people that want to see us doing content. So the numbers started to go up. People from the chat started coming around and shit. And when that shit started happening, we were friendly with everybody. Triple T used to be there. Laura used to be there. The Lils used to be there. People from the Working Verse used to be there. All kind of people used to be there over there in the chat and shit, as well as mine. And we started noticing little rips and little shit going on. So I started saying, you know what? Let me reach out to more people. Let me see if I can meet more people on the YouTube streets instead of being more antisocial. So Iceman was like, hey man, yeah, I heard about this girl named Bird. You know, she got chicken and titties. I said, chicken and titties? He said, chicken and titties. I said, all right. But he told me that he met Bird through Army Vet. And at this time, Army Vet was taking all the smoke. She wasn't ducking shit. She was a soldier. She wasn't ducking none of the smoke. So I said, okay, so they're standing pretty good. They're standing pretty cool over there, standing tall and shit. Because I was looking for more females in the community that were well-spoken and that can express themselves, articulating shit. Because all these dudes, all you punk ass dudes do, you ball swingers, is hog the panel and shit, and just take over shit and don't never do shit, and y'all just all sit around, a bunch of testosterone and shit. You need a woman's touch to make this shit equal. You know what I'm saying? Both sides of the spectrum. You can't leave out Mother Nature, bitch. You got to have a woman's touch on some of this shit. And some of you punk ass motherfuckers get around and shit, hardy, hard, get all tough and shit, and ain't about a goddamn thing. And I see it there. So I reach out over there. I go over there and see what's going on. Right by the time I stepped in, I started seeing all this shit going back and forth. I saw Bird going back and forth with the Lils and shit because them motherfuckers was trying to, Poker Mike and all them was trying to sell pills and shit. And y'all paint this picture of the Littles and shit like they just motherfucking heavens on the motherfucking, the heaven, angels up in the heaven and shit. You think of the Littles, you think about the heavens open up, the clouds roll back, the sun peeks through it. Fuck no. Fuck no. They were demons from the jump, and nobody really liked them. Not to mention they sabotaged my motherfucking stream way back in the gap. All behind my mods. A lot of wars and shit break out in these streets because people don't like who's modding. Once you get a wrench, it's like the goddamn wrench rehab. These motherfuckers start crying, getting butthurt, all this shit happens and shit. And everybody flip-flop. There is no loyalty in these streets behind socialism. People, whoever you socialize with, whoever you rub shoulders with. There's no loyalty up in this bitch. So everybody start fighting. Oh, you like that motherfucker? I don't like him. Fuck you then. That's how all the fights start in these YouTube streets. And we supposed to be grown motherfuckers. We supposed to be grown motherfuckers. But still they acting like goddamn 5-year-olds. And JM, you can vouch for that. Because JM, sometimes I think you're very intelligent and shit. And then you get to acting like a motherfucking toddler. And I said that. Back to my story. I get over there and I see Bird going to battle and going to war with all these motherfuckers. Grind and Shine, Seth and all them. All them motherfuckers wrapped up and selling these goddamn pills online and shit. Putting that shit in the mailbox. That's why we drive it. We don't UPS it. These motherfuckers was trying to sell drugs and shit. They were big ass fucking dealers and shit. The whole family. The little fellas, all them motherfuckers together. And y'all notice when that shit got exposed, Poker Mike took a flight. Poker Mike took a flight. He disappeared off these streets and shit. Why? Because he was ducking them Fed charges. Yeah, I said it. Ducking them Fed charges. And so they try to sweep all that shit under the rug and shit like they never did nothing wrong and shit and all that. Nah, motherfuckers. Guess again, motherfucker. Y'all did dirt like anybody else in these streets. And y'all was the most motherfucking hated on God. And y'all know this. Little fella, all y'all motherfuckers. And little fella, you were the reason why when me and Carolina Rebel was on panel together and shit, you try to kick up that shit and me and Carolina Rebel, we got into a beef and shit a long time ago. But and Carolina Rebel, and that's the first time I got doxxed. And while I'm talking about doxing, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some juice up in it. These punk motherfuckers start doxing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I start seeing that doxing is bad. Doxing hurts. These motherfuckers doxed me, but it didn't work. But anyways, they doxed me and shit, and I said, you know what? That's putting me in danger. I said, shit, you see how that feel bad and shit? So what if I was a dox they motherfucking ass, put their ass in danger and shit? Just have some random mojo, random average Joe motherfucker run up in their address and shit and fuck up their whole household. Because that's the way it feels when people dox. And I want to bring one more, before I get back to the story, I want to bring one more thing up that Triple T doxed me talking about some child support shit. Why the fuck are you always talking about somebody else's business and shit when nobody knew and that shit was not public? Triple T is the #1 doxer since y'all want to talk that shit, Matty Marinara. Why don't y'all talk about that shit? The real American hero, G.I. Joe looking motherfucker, doxing my shit. That had nothing to do with nothing. What's up? Hey, what's up, Duff? My Texas brother. But back to my story. He doxed my shit on my child support situation. Don't know what the fuck he talking about. But why is he always worried about somebody else's child? Or worried about young adults? Draw your own conclusion. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. But y'all draw your own conclusion about Triple T. And Lori's loudmouth motherfucking ass. She always got to speak for him because he dumb. Every time he open his mouth, he sticks his foot in it. And I said that, bitch. Yeah. Back to my story. The little motherfucker was kicking up dust. The Lils was kicking up dust all over the motherfucking streets. At that time, they were rolling heavy. They was rolling deep and shit. You know what I'm saying? They was talking a whole lot of shit, kicking up dust and shit, talking about they gangster bikers and shit and all this other crazy shit. And they kind of sabotaged my live stream because of my mods. People get real jelly over their mods and shit. It's a quick way. Once you mod somebody, y'all need to take heed on who y'all mod, who y'all unmod, and what y'all do, because that is a key factor in most chats. It's about who is the mod, who's doing this, who's doing that. So y'all make sure y'all keep both eyes on the motherfucking screen when you mod and do some certain shit. All right? Now fast forward, I have been going to war with the Lils for a long time. And then I met Bird and shit. When I started talking with Iceman, and Iceman had everybody coming around. So Bird came around over there to Iceman shit a couple times and shit, and we were talking back and forth, joking and shit, because Iceman was originally supposed to be doing Ladies Night. Iceman originally was supposed to be doing Ladies Night, but Iceman knew better. He knew that this trolling shit was gonna happen. You can't have good content. That's the reason why I do this shit. Y'all want to crucify me because I do comedy and music up in this bitch, and make jokes up in this bitch. At least I'm not doxing and swatting up in this motherfucker. At least I'm not doing that type of whole ass shit. At least I'm trying to make somebody laugh. Y'all forgot what the motherfucking YouTube streets was about. Entertainment, bitch. Entertainment. And half you motherfuckers can't entertain a motherfucking wet paper bag. And I hope it make you mad. Y'all need to go learn how to do something. Grow some plants. Goddamn, go for it. Walk your dog. Do something for some goddamn entertainment. And stop getting into other people's motherfucking business. And stop going up in that bitch and trying to dox and get in people's personal life. You're taking this shit past YouTube. You're weak as fuck. Weak as fuck. Where's my coffee? I had been going to war with the Lils for so motherfucking long, it was pathetic. And people started to see what I was talking about. I started seeing that people started understanding what I was talking about, which was Lori and Triple T kind of ironically, Lori and Triple T came around. Everybody came around and shit. And they was all beefing with the Littles. Because the Littles, they come all over to your chat all deep and shit. Your numbers rise up and shit. You be like, oh shit, I must be popular around here. No, motherfucker. It's the trolls up in that bitch. It's the trolls up in that bitch. And the Workyverse do the same thing. And that gives a good goddamn square. Baby boy, you are Workyverse, bro. Yeah, I said it. I said inevitable. Yes. Square. You are working, bro. Anybody see that shit with my name, David Segui, on that? Shoot that shit down. Target practice. Give him a leg shot, headshot. Blow his shit back to the white meat. Shoot him in his ass. Get his ass off my motherfucking chat. Get him the fuck up out of here. Trying to distract me off my shit. Now I'm finna stand on this motherfucking soapbox and I'm finna talk my goddamn shit. Because I earned the right to do that shit. I've been here for a whole motherfucking year and I have no fear. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of all this backstabbing, all this motherfucking hoe ass shit going on out here. And shout out Miss Patty, because I know a lot of motherfuckers hate that shit, but if Miss Patty wasn't here, there would be no Upchurch here. So y'all take that in your pipe and smoke it, bitch. Also, Ryan Upchurch said, Gene Team. What's the Gene Team? Here I go. The Gene Team is right here. Trying to act like he don't know who I am. Ryan Upchurch knows exactly who I am. He knows I bring pressure. I gives a good goddamn. 3 million subscribers or 3. I'm on your neck. I'm on your neck. And Uncle Vic, I already know, man. Good morning, man. Good morning, Uncle Vic. Good morning, Uncle Vic. I know you hate when I get on my soapbox. I know you hate when I start talking shit and I go against the community. I do like country music and I do fuck with some country rap, okay? Yeah, I do, man. But some shit I just can't tolerate. Because Ryan Upchurch, he does snap on everybody. He flip-flop on a lot of people. Ryan Upchurch done flipped on B-Side Redneck, Dagburn. He done flipped on his mama. He flipped on Cashville. He flipped on you name it. You name it. He done flipped on everybody because he do that shit for content. If you don't believe me, go look at it. But there once was a time, Upchurch, we had Upchurch beat. We had his back against the fucking wall. He left the internet. If you don't believe me, go back and look. He was inside some kind of cabin or some kind of voting shit last year talking about, I'm leaving the internet. He had a big ass Glock on his side and shit talking about, I'm leaving the internet and shit. I can't take it no more. I can't handle this shit. He couldn't handle the pressure and shit. Bye, bitch. Bye. And then he pulled a fucking square. He came right back to the motherfucking YouTube streets again because in a small way, everybody is addicted to this shit. Everybody love this shit. They love this shit. But they can't stay above this shit. They can't do it. No matter how hard you try, everybody on here, they love to see this shit go on and shit. The saga continues. And I know coming up here right now, talking my shit ain't gonna change shit, but I will be heard, goddammit. Now back to my story at hand. Triple T and Lori, they all went against the Lils and shit. Lori lost her fucking voice one night screaming at the Lils and shit. All right? She lost her voice screaming at the Lils and shit. All right? And she used to come over there to Iceman chat and shit and be over there all fucking day and all night. She would come all the time. We had to calm her down and shit. You know what I'm saying? We had to be like, Lori, calm down. She's like, no, Gene, these motherfuckers got me so mad and shit and all that. I'm from Detroit and I'm a big girl. I whoop their ass and all that. Yeah, you know, Lori. For the glory, we know. But hold on, this brings something else to mind because Triple T now was trolling me the whole damn time because I remember one night, the same night we had the bubble bath, we had the little bubble bath shit, which ain't nobody in YouTube ain't never came close to doing no shit like that. Having a bubble bath and shit and having a stream and shit. Nobody ain't never did no shit like that. Y'all should be glad somebody brought some content that y'all can laugh at or talk about or compare thoughts to. Now y'all doing the same basic ass shit on these streets. Y'all can't think outside the box and make a stream that's different. They can't do that shit. But anyways, Triple T got mad because I had all the attention and shit. Me and Bird had jumped off in the bathtub and shit at the time, not recently, but at that time. And here come Lori. Lori saw some girl in there. Lori and Triple T, they send people in your chats to watch and see what you're doing and shit. They saw some people in there. Some girl in there, she was like, yeah, I'm Gene Team. I don't give a fuck. I forgot her name. I don't know if it was Jennifer or something. I forgot her name. But she was 6'5", whatever area code was there. And she had the area code in that bitch. And she came in there talking about Gene Team regime shit. Her and Lori's like, yeah, Gene, you got another soldier and all that kind of shit. And then Bird had left my chat. I said, Bird, come on back to the chat and shit. Come on back to the chat. Because I seen that they were trying to infiltrate my shit. Anytime you get bigger numbers and shit, people start coming around, they want a piece of that pie and shit when it's enough pie for everybody. It's just like when Army Vet had a shit show for like 6 times in a row. Nobody wasn't coming around giving a fuck about Army shit. She started going live and shit. Here come Andrea. Here comes Sly. But hold on, let me get to that a little bit later. Andrea and Sly. That's a whole nother category right there. That's gonna be for the second segment of the show. Because I'm finna get down knee deep into their motherfucking ass. Because I don't give a damn about all that fake ass, loyalty and all that kind of shit. Lapis, what up? What up, Lapis? No, Jennifer, it wasn't you, Jennifer. Jennifer Gernon, it wasn't you. It was another girl, and her name was 654, whatever the Tennessee area code is. You know what I'm saying? Her name had that on that. She infiltrated, coming in and try to act like Gene Team and shit, try to fuck that shit up and get some kind of recognition. When we had a big ass night that night, everybody was motherfucking there. 12 Point came, I roasted his motherfucking ass. I roast him every time. Y'all go look at my past stream. 12 Point really ain't what y'all think he is. We dusted his motherfucking ass off, chewed him up and spit him out. He ain't got a mouthpiece. All he do is prank call. Speaking of prank call, the same shit Fusion do. Because Fusion ride cop from 12 Point. You know what I'm saying? They get on the phone like 13-year-olds and shit and prank call. Who the fuck prank calls at this late in life? Get off the motherfucking gas. Please stop that shit before you crash. But anyways, they've been trying to infiltrate and act like they don't do nothing. What that comment say? It was 6:15, something like that. Yeah, I think it was that. But anyways, I start remembering this shit because y'all want to talk about facts and shit. I want y'all to see how these motherfuckers be roaching and shit and how they motherfuckers try to clown, act like they ain't never did nothing to nobody when they do got they got different motives and shit to try to take your shit down and act like, oh, it wasn't me. I would never do that. All the people on YouTube, please believe in me. I would never do anybody wrong. I'm an upstanding citizen and shit. No, these motherfuckers are trying to troll too. So don't come with that shit about Lord talking about keep our names out of their mouth. We never do anything. And Triple T talking about, well, we don't never do shit. And I never dox. Shut the fuck up. Yes, y'all do. That motherfucker brought up some shit about child support and some other shit. And that was nobody's motherfucking business. So you know he been looking at my business. You know he been doxing. So y'all better go. If y'all want to talk about doxing, go check Triple T ass. Because that's facts right there. He said this shit on Book for Moses shit. And I cussed this bitch ass out for hanging with a goddamn pedo. And he got caught in the club trying to talk to a 16-year-old, trying to lie and tell Lori, oh, Lori, I didn't know her age and shit. She was in the club, so I thought she was above age and shit. And Lori's like, well, we believe you. We support you until we find anything different. We know things like that happen all the time. No, it don't. No, it don't. A grown-ass man know the difference between a goddamn kid and shit. Shut the fuck up. But I don't want to get too gangster. Let me calm down. This is the morning show, and I don't want to fuck around. Because I'm going to break this shit down today. I'm going to tell what really fucking happened and shit. And why these motherfuckers want to hate on me. Because I speak the truth and shit. I should at least have some kind of motherfucking shine, or some kind of motherfucking favorment, being favored because I don't fucking dox and shit. So that should show you a lot about my character. And I take that shit serious when y'all start talking about I'm doxing and shit. And y'all talking about you hang around the people that dox. You motherfuckers hang around people that dox. I can't go in there physically tie somebody up. When I see somebody doxing, I say, you know what? That's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. But do they listen to me? Fuck no. Because at that time, they enraged. I say at that time, they enraged. So they want to do that type of shit. That's fine by me, but I don't fucking do it. So don't come around here with that shit talking about Gene hanging around. Shut the fuck up because everybody hanging around somebody. I know somebody did some fucked up ass shit. Shut y'all ass up. And I will say this to SMP. It is fucked up how CNTV did y'all, but that shows character and how he really is. And he run with them other punk motherfuckers over there. He run with Triple T and all them motherfuckers. And he was supporting SMP and all them. SMP kept making music and wanted SMP wanted Sin to play the music like he been doing. And Sin got them numbers and shit. Sin turned into a bitch, a whole bitch. He turned his back on the new DR and SMP. So that shows you about loyalty. He's a flip-flop ass motherfucker, and I said that. And I appreciate that, BSR, because that's how I met B-Side Redneck. B-Side Redneck, I didn't know him from the Man on the Moon and shit. He hit me one day, and I talked to him and shit. We had about an hour conversation and shit. And I said, you know what? I like this guy because he sounds very truthful and shit. And he's another one that told me that Ryan, when he has nothing better to do and he's bored and shit, he will create an adversary out of thin fucking air. He will create an adversary out of thin fucking air. He went after Gator. He went after all these different motherfuckers and shit. And then he want to drop his motherfucking album and shit. That's what I'm saying. The motherfucker got a tattoo on his face. Everybody want to talk about sobriety and talk about all this other kind of shit. No, but Ron Upchurch, the motherfucking leader, is high as fuck. He's high as fuck. And I'm not talking about his career. I'm talking about his motherfucking mind. Somebody shoot that bullshit down in my chat. Somebody trying to dox my name and shit. Shoot that shit down. Get him the fuck. Headshot. Headshot. Trying to fuck up my morning show. Playing with my motherfucking emotions. Goddamn me. But I won't be in this shit for long because I see it's a shit show in the circus and shit. I've been planning to move on and do other things and shit. I've been planning to like make music and journey off into other communities and do different things and shit. That's right. That's right. That's right, KC. K Shiesty, go ahead and blow the smoke off the rifle. Another dead bitch. But the whole point of being on YouTube is to grow, y'all. Is to do something else. I don't see any fucking growth. Every day is the same fucking shit. The same goddamn shit. I go to Rick and Moses. They over there joking and shit and acting all stupid with a whole bunch of fake ass magic and hocus pocus. I go over to motherfucking little fellas and shit. They got a whole bunch of rage up in this bitch and always begging up in this bitch. I go over to the motherfucking worky verse. All of a sudden, I see a whole bunch of shit. A bunch of them trying to drop a curse on one little old ass young man and shit. It's all the same shit, y'all, every fucking day. And I'm the only motherfucker that stand up and use my platform to knock their motherfucking ass down. I knock the face off the motherfucking mountain. They think they motherfucking route much more. And they ain't shit. They ain't shit. I scream off the goddamn hilltops. They ain't shit. Before I get too worked up, y'all, and get back to the story of how all this shit happened and shit, I know where I left off at. Was at the point to where everybody was teamed up together on Iceman shit and started going after the little fellas and shit and all that. I mean, after the little started going after, everybody teamed up against the littles, but some kind of way the littles started playing the peace card. They started playing victim and shit. We never wanted this war. We never wanted to do this kind of shit. We really wanted to be, and little me with that annoying ass voice, bro. I don't give a fuck. I do stroke my beard. Shut your punk ass up. But back to what I'm saying. I'm going to play a song right quick and I'm going to get back to that and shit. I'm going to get back to that. Y'all give me one little break right quick. I got to go get my blunt and shit. That's my real breakfast. That's a vegetarian breakfast. It is motherfucking cannabis. So y'all give me 1 second and shit to play this song right quick. Play a little bit of music and shit. Let y'all get ease and shit. And plus to shake all the fleas off my balls. Once I play this, whoever screen sniped me and shit, they always fall back. They always fall back. Yeah! Give me 1 second, y'all. For real, for real. Hey, I'm almost done rolling up my morning breakfast, my cannabis and shit. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. This next song I'm finna play is gonna be dedicated to the other oddballs of YouTube. The people that say they don't get in groups and shit, but they actually get in groups. Andrea and Sly, this one's gonna be dedicated to y'all motherfucking ass. Can y'all hear that music? BSR say he didn't hear nothing. Okay, they didn't hear that. They couldn't hear it. Y'all finna hear the song I'm dedicating to Andrea and Sly.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces lovely when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange.
Hold up. I just seen somebody, JM supposed to be triggered and JM supposed to be talking shit. You are the one that brought up the whole fucking thing, JM. You're the one that said your son was getting his license and shit, JM. You said that on your channel, JM. All I did was react to it. Yes, you are raising the next generation to follow in the footsteps of your dumb shit, JM. And I said that. We don't need a new upcoming ambulance drivers riding around looking at YouTube and shit and ignoring his patients. You ignore your patients. You said yourself you had a cardiac patient in the back of your fucking ambulance. You pulled over to click on fucking YouTube to see what was going on and shit. JM, get a life. And don't influence everybody to do the negative shit that you do. I know your kids see that shit that you do, JM. You talking about they think it's funny. No, it ain't. I gives a good goddamn if you triggered. It's wartime, bitch. It's wartime, bitch. Take that, put it in your pipe and smoke it. Or pop that Suboxone pill or Ativan pill. Take that Suboxone and put it under your tongue, bitch. Now back to my motherfucking song. Andrea and Sly, they are strange.
When you're strange, alright, yeah. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
When you're strange, when you're strange. Yeah. And I ain't taking it back, bitch. Yeah. Oh, come on, B-side Redneck. Come on, man. It was the message of the song. It was pick the lyrics. Don't talk about the Doors and how they and what strange habits they had. I'm about to drop this link and shit. I got my blunt rolled up, and I'm getting ready to. Let me go ahead and drop this link down in a minute and shit. I see Slap by Slides here and shit. I hope she's having better nose conditions. Because I can't believe how she think I was SWAT and shit after I've been going to war with all these motherfuckers for almost over a year now. And there's no way in hell I would SWAT anybody or dox anybody and put their family in jeopardy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. On God. That shit bogus as hell. Let me get ready to drop this shit. JM, don't try to twist the narrative on me, JM. I gives a fuck about you. I gives a good goddamn. Let me drop this link. Make sure the motherfucking opposition over there trying to stink. And Lord Ludacris, they are not a bad group. The Doors are a good ass group. They fucking made it. They went motherfucking nationwide, worldwide. Y'all can hate on them if y'all want to. I gives a good goddamn. And Bird, I need you to apologize to Mocon about his baby sister. I know you did the other night, but I don't think that Mocon saw it. Make sure y'all need to start rekindling relationships around here. Yeah, if y'all know anybody, including me, if I did something wrong, then, hey, I'm gonna go back and clean my shit up. Vet, is that you? Vet, is that you? Go ahead and let me see, Vet. Let me flash your face right quick because I came too far to let somebody try to make a fake account and try. Oh, I know how to find out if it's you. My bad. Oh, that's you. That's you, Chrissy, for sure. You can turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. My bad. You did it at the. I didn't time it right.
I don't care.
You turn it. Okay. And I already saluted you, Army, because you have been here. You do know what's going on in these streets. I can't salute you and let you, and say that. And it's good to have you up on panel and shit. I've seen that you've had a couple of successful streams and stuff. The shit shows have been doing good, and I salute you for that, soldier. But a lot came with that, Army. Like a lot of people hated and shit. First of all, Square popped off. He flipped out because you had people on the panel he didn't like. That's what happens in these YouTube streets. Oh Lord, here we go. I just unblocked her. I'm gonna bring her up so she can try to talk that flip-flop crazy ass shit. Now we got Drea in the back. I'm gonna let her come up. And I promise y'all, I'm not gonna yell and spit fight and all that crazy shit. I ain't gonna get out of line and shit. But I am very irritated and highly upset with the way she moves in these YouTube streets and the way that she has certain things to say on other streams. But then, when you get her in person, she says some other shit. She is the master of deception sometimes, but she is another creator in these streets. So I'm gonna bring her up and let her speak her piece and shit. But I just don't agree with some of the shit that she does, some of the shit she says, and she has fucked over me royally in the past.
So my question, real quick, JM. So you talked about your son online on YouTube. But nobody should talk about him. But my daughter's stuff was on YouTube, and it's okay. Now it's okay for shit to be talked about. That's
like contradicting himself.
JM. That seems a little hypocritical.
He came with a weak neck. It does. It seems a little bit sideways. He's always talking about the side of his neck. He really doesn't have any direction in his channel without talking about Square doing some other things. But hold on. All right, JM. Okay, I see you. But hey, JM, that avatar you have is very disrespectful, my boy. It's very disrespectful. For you to be someone that saved lives, you make fun of another life that went deceased. And Iceman and Iceman's mom, her husband, had nothing to do with it. That man is gone, rest in peace and shit, and you still taunting and talking shit about him. Shout out, Nina. What's up, Chris? Here we go. I'm going to bring you up, Andrea and Jim, at the same time. We will not talk over each other, and we're going to go ahead and get into this shit, and we're going to speak our point of views and shit on certain shit that I don't agree with a lot of shit y'all do. But I'm going to bring y'all up and let y'all speak y'all piece and shit. So y'all can't say shit about, I don't never do that, rah, rah, rah. Nah, fuck that. Here it is, motherfuckers.
Number one, never did shit to you. Number two, me and Sly aren't a part of anything, and it's a problem for you. You're mad because me and Sly wouldn't join Gene Team, and look, we were chilling with you. We were fine until the free Square thing. Let's be honest. I never did anything to you directly. I've never doxed a person. I've never put your name out there. You're just mad, and I don't know why. I said I'm sorry. What more do you want from me? You've forgiven people for worse, Gene. Look what Bird did to you. And Bird, fuck you, bitch. I saw what you did in that chat with Sly, you fucking cunt. Now you just fucked up. Greasy ass bitch. Came around chumming up with Sly trying. That's why me and Sly don't fuck with none of y'all, because none of y'all can be trusted. It's been proven.
All right, so what's the confusion on this whole thing, like with my son? What was you saying?
I hear you over there, Trigger JM. You said out of your own mouth, sir.
Hold up. Let's get it straight. So I've been outside washing the truck, listening to my phone. I ain't even been in StreamYard so I could talk. So what triggered talk has there been? Because I wasn't even able to talk. I'm just listening to my own stream as it's running because I'm watching you on my stream, obviously. But what's triggered about it? I hadn't even said anything. Secondly, I don't talk about people's kids. Now, Chrissy, you're different because you went to the mall with your daughter shopping live on a stream, and that's where the vibrator talk came in, because she talked about buying a vibrator, and you showed all that live on a stream. Y'all have never seen my son.
You didn't talk about your son on a live stream.
Me, I talked about my son. Y'all have never seen my son on a stream.
Then.
Never.
So don't. That's...
I don't care what people say. I mean, it's not like I care. He's doing what he's doing for a living. You shut the fuck up. But Gene's up here bringing it up for what? Like, what does it matter what he's doing for a living?
What the fuck does it matter why Gene brought it up?
It matters that your daughter's talking about buying a vibrator, though. She's 17. Why would you stream that?
Who gives a fuck? Exactly.
Why would you stream that?
Ready to graduate. Who gives a fuck?
a little triggered. You
Jim,
talking about
you-
me being triggered?
No, I'm triggered because you are so fucking hypocritical. You don't want people talking shit when it pertains to you, but it's okay for you to talk shit on other people.
Well, hey, talk
So
talk
fuck
shit
you
then.
and
Talk
your
about-
hypocrisy, bitch.
Go ahead, say whatever. Like, talk shit. You want to talk about him buying a
Jim,
vibrator?
you
Go
can't handle-
ahead.
You can't handle that shit, Jim.
Come on, I mean, go ahead. It's okay. I don't mind. If you need to talk about
Then
my
shut
son
up
buying a
about it
vibrator,
if you
go
don't
ahead.
give a fuck.
Talk about him buying a vibrator or condoms or whatever. Like, just go
Okay.
ahead. Get it out. Get it out.
Who gives a fuck? Why do you
Well,
care?
you do. You brought it
Why do you
up.
care?
I mean, you brought up that.
Why do you care?
Because you streamed it on YouTube for the world to see.
Is that your business?
It's just reaction, right?
Okay then. But if it don't bother you, why are you saying anything?
You brought it up.
Who gives a fuck? I brought it up to show the hypocrisy.
Hey, why don't y'all
Oh,
leave each other's
wow.
fucking kids alone? That's the main
Right.
thing. It's that easy. If you don't want it done to you, don't fucking do it. It's got somebody has to take a stand and stop it. You can't just
Andrea,
go back
nobody-
and forth.
Andrea,
Sorry.
nobody brought up his son in a derogative type way. I brought his son up.
You
not the
said
name,
you
no,
hope he don't go out and start doing what I'm doing,
I
Gene.
heard it. It was messed
That's
up.
what
You
I'm
should
saying. I
apologize
did-
right now.
I said that shit because he does influence people to do the negative, the wrong, crazy shit in these streets. JM, you're not pushing positivity. You're pushing bullshit. You think if your son looks up to you, he see you doing the same shit on YouTube and you making it, you putting it in a light like it's successful, JM. Like it's cool
What about
to do this
Chrissy's
shit,
daughter? What about Chrissy's daughter? Do you think what if she copies the shit her mom does online?
But see, my
Are
kids
you
don't
okay
get
with
on
fake
here and watch
domestic
this
violence?
shit. Does your kids watch your shit, Andrea?
No, but I also don't have my
Okay,
kids.
then.
I don't have my kids around me participating in my fucking live streams either. And I'm not telling everybody. I'm not posting pictures of my kids online and saying, "Look at me, look at me." It's not smart. You being the deviant person that you've been online, you of all people should realize how unsafe it is to expose your children to anything online, especially if you're in the middle of a beef sector.
In a V sector?
This is a beef sector. I don't care what y'all want to call it. You can call it the Workyverse or the Ryan Upchurch, whatever you call it. It's the beef sector.
I may have to drop out Fusion. I can't hear it.
What the fuck's going on? Y'all over there probably screaming.
It's
What are you
messing
up
up
to,
in my
JL?
ear. It's messed up in my ear, like my headphones are messing up. But yeah, it's just not. It's not the same, Chrissy. You not understanding that?
Kids are being talked about, regardless.
Okay, I didn't bring it
Period.
up.
Right?
Gene started his stream going in on mine.
If you don't have something positive to say about someone's children, don't say anything at all. It's really that easy.
But yet, he wants to like. It's transparent. It's clear as day. JM, he not only does he influence people in his household, because I seen him showing, screenshotting and sending pictures to his
Gene.
wife at work. When he had 100 people in his chat, he was boastful about that shit. He shares this shit with his family and shit. He says it online. He just brags and
Chrissy's-
talks big shit over there. He shit it on all of us.
Chrissy's
I
daughter's
don't- I don't
well-rounded.
get it.
JM's kids could be well-rounded too. What do you think? JM's kids are running wild and Army vets are perfect. Like if her daughter's doing well, JM's son's probably doing well. I mean, I don't think that our YouTube lives should reflect on our parenting. It's two separate things that should be left.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason I wear
It's too
headphones. My kids don't hear what I say and do on here.
Exactly. I always have my earbuds in, and that's how I protect my
Yes,
people.
they do. He just contradicted himself. He said, my kids think it's funny. He says kids thought it was funny. He just contradicted himself.
When did I say that? My 18-year-old has
He
his own
said, my kids
YouTube,
think it's funny.
and my daughter's 22. She don't even live here.
Don't say that. Damn, don't say it. Don't say that. Don't say it, JM, online. You already know how it go, bro. Don't say that. These motherfuckers are.
He's already said it before.
Yeah, I mean, there's somebody that thinks they got my address that's put her address out. That's because she lives in our old place.
That's unacceptable. What does JM's daughter, who she's living her own life, not bothering anybody, have to do with this? It's petty, and it like borders like it's too weird.
JM,
Like if you
why
can't
in
get
the
enough
fuck?
on a person, you're gonna go after their kids. Come on.
That's why I don't do that shit. But JM, while we on that though, you got, you know, you I watch your shit every morning and shit, you know what I'm saying? You got some funny points and shit and all that. But when something jeopardizes your JM and the AM show, you get real downright nasty and disgusting and shit. You said a bunch of foul ass shit over there on Matty Marinara shit, and you don't even get out of line and talk like that, man. That's like when you get around those guys, you get super duper tough, especially around Fusion and shit. Like you change into a different person, JM, and you know that you spawned it. You might have had a channel, but you spawned it and started having a kick up in your views when you was over there bird shit. For you to go over there and do that so easily, JM, like that makes me look at you sideways, like bro, like you. It seems like you would do anything for that clout, bro. Like what the fuck? You went over there and act big and bad, bro, and that shit was uncalled for, and it was a multiple of y'all on panel. Y'all gotta handle y'all shit different, bro, over there. You gotta handle your shit different, bro.
Hey, Gene,
What
do
do
you
you
mind if I'd
mean?
hop down and Sly takes my place? I think she's waiting backstage. You brought her up earlier, and Bird whacked her before the comment even showed up, which was some bitch ass shit, Bird. And now this is happening, motherfucker.
I am because Sly, she needs to be addressed behind that. I think Gene swatted, and then after that she said, "Well, I know he did." And all this other kind of shit.
Let's stop
I need to
saying that.
address
Sly uses the word swat. Everybody gets triggered by this swatting
She
thing. What she's
said
saying is that you're
thought-
connected with people.
She
She
said the
didn't say it was
thought come
you.
through her mind. She didn't say you did it. She said the thought crossed her mind. That's
As
different,
her
though.
friend, it's your responsibility to prove that you weren't connected with Bird in that way. It's not Sly's burden of proof. You're the one running with people that are asking for her info. What else would you expect her to think? You're supposed to be her friend.
She knows.
Now, I get that you were trying to stand 10 toes down, but you snapped on some of us when it was unnecessary. Everybody's guilty of it.
No, it was very necessary for you, Andrea. No, you're a different beast than fucking Sly. So you deserve a little bit of backlash. But Sly knows goddamn well that I would never call the cops on top of that, put her family at risk and all that type of shit, just for shits and giggles, man. We never even had beef. That's her.
Tell me what kind of beast I am. I'm interested to know what kind of beast I am in your mind.
You specialize in this shit, Andrea. You specialize in going around and shit saying one thing. You
Sniffing
was just
out
on bird
bullshit?
shit. Now you
Because
calling Bird a
I
bitch.
sniffed out Bird's bullshit first. I'm good at sniffing out bullshit. You gonna hold that against me? By golly.
You're a little over the top. You're a little over the top sometimes.
I've seen it all,
Hey,
Gene,
JM,
that's why.
no, you accuse JM of having bots and shit that steal subs and shit. He has people like the bots that come up and
I don't know enough about it to speak on it good. That's all. I just couldn't articulate it well.
Dre, it doesn't work like that, baby girl.
He
ain't nowhere in here
explained
gonna have a bot. You were wrong, and you're wrong again, Dre. You wrong again.
It was kind of like a guy trying to explain how to put a transmission in a car. Like I kind of got what he was saying, but it was just a little above my head. That's all. But people can be like bots too. So like if you have somebody set up to where when the notification comes through the bot, the next person hits record and records it. So there's kind of body. That's all I was meaning. I don't understand why I'm such a horrible beast.
And we got past it. I mean, I explained it to her. No big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's old news.
Look, I don't hold a grudge. I'm not out here holding grudges with people.
Oh, you don't hold a grudge at Square? You don't hold a grudge at Square?
No, I don't. He wants an apology from me for something that I don't want. I don't know what he wants an apology for. He says he wants me to apologize for something. I'm not sure why.
But you know every damn thing, JM. Don't come at that pull the wool over the eyes type shit. You know exactly what's going on, JM. You know what you did. Y'all got on there countless times. Andrea, you're one of them. Y'all got on his shit and clowned him and shit. And he didn't fucking know it. And y'all get y'all rocks off on this shit. That's the sad part about this.
What are you talking
Andrea,
about?
You and JM.
I've been
y'all
transparent as
Why
hell
are
with
y'all
him this
so
week.
mad? Trolls don't fucking have feelings. Trolls don't go to bed worrying about what JM and Gene said about them. Trolls sleep like fucking babies and wake up, wash, rinse, repeat. I'm sorry that everybody's in their feelings. All I'm doing is calling out bullshit when I see it. I've been attacked. I ain't crying about it. I ain't mooing.
Y'all wouldn't even be here if y'all weren't concerned about what people said. Go ahead, JM.
have you not seen the stuff Johnny Gobble's out here doing, and you still won't call that out?
What is he
You're
doing?
wearing
Snorting
your Team Johnny
cocaine?
Gold hat
Come on
right
now.
now.
The man is not.
All right, just one instance of it, and I've got
Andrea,
the proof
shut
on
up.
my channel. I've got the
What
proof
proof,
of
JL?
what where Johnny Gobble showed his drug test. Remember that? He showed a picture of a drug test on a community
Get the fuck
tab.
out of here. What?
Yeah, you didn't
What?
see that? He showed his drug test, his
let me
name, the
see what this
date, and
is.
everything. I mean, he probably took it
Oh,
down by
slide
now,
down
but it was on his community tab a couple of weeks back. And then I was up on AD's panel. Johnny Gobble comes up with me. He's sitting there telling me, nagging on me about taking Suboxone and how I'm doing the square all wrong and all this stuff. And keeps asking, don't I take Suboxone? So I went at him and said, hey, don't you take Suboxone? No, I don't take Suboxone. I quit 2 months ago cold turkey. But then he puts out the drug test saying he's positive for buprenorphine, which is Suboxone. It's the same drug. It's just what it shows up as on a drug test. You don't see that hypocrisy in that? Then the video he showed from a rock truck in a quarry, we found the video where he stole it from another YouTuber. It was 6 hours and 28 minutes into the video. He took a clip of it, zoomed in on it, and said it was him at work. I mean, that kind of stuff is what gets him caught up. And same with Square. Square gets caught up in his own words and shit.
But y'all know this. Y'all know that man has a weird personality and shit, and y'all just thrive off this shit. Now, Drea, I see you on his channel. Y'all thriving off this shit. Y'all joking
Because
and
I
saying all kinds
realize
of shit.
that he likes it. He enjoys it. That's what he wants to do, Gene.
It's
He
part of
said
his
it time
addiction.
and time again.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
part of the addiction.
if everybody said they were going to pull out, I would too. But everybody else is there. Why the fuck can't I go play?
At this point, I'd be more worried about Square if everybody ignored him.
Exactly, JM. I'm trying to
I'm gonna
uplift
bring
the
up.
kid.
I'm
If
gonna
you can't see that, and
hold on,
sorry.
y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna bring Slide. I'm gonna bring Filthy's back there too. I'm gonna bring him up because he think he's the god of this shit, and he needs to be addressed too because he showed his naked ass over there on Maddie's shit, and he always ready to go to war. But that's the main thing he runs from. He runs from war and run into another war. He contradicts himself just like you, JM. Y'all are birds of, I don't say that birds of a feather, but y'all flock together though, man. Y'all be on some next shit, bro. Y'all act so innocent, bro. I just don't understand it. I'm gonna bring them both up. Hey, we're not gonna do no yelling and shit. Everybody gonna say what the fuck they gotta say. No yelling and fighting up in this bitch, so everybody can be heard up in this motherfucker.
I'm muting.
Well, I'm gonna hop down because I have nothing to do with anything that's gonna be spoke about.
Army, why you leaving, boo? You know you done had my back. I need you to keep that rifle cocked and ready.
Don't be scared of Filthy, Chrissy.
I'll stay up here. I just assumed. Well, I don't know what he's coming up here for, but I know, what.
He's coming to join the Gene team.
Sweet.
Stop that, JM.
shit.
Y'all know goddamn well I don't rock with no motherfucking Filthy. I want those YouTube streets to know that if they see Filthy on my panel, I don't rock with his ass. But I will try to hear what he got to say and shit. And if he get too disrespectful, his ass got to go. He will be booted and executed. Let's get to it.
What's up? What's up?
Gene,
don't all speak at one time.
Gene, you say you're against doxing. You wasn't against it when it was happening to the Little family. You supported it 100%. You say you don't let doxing go on over here. You let Roadhead set up here and dox my name 4 times that night. You didn't say a word about her doing that. I mean, that's just the facts. I mean, you're cool with it until it happened to you. I never had a problem with you. I actually thought you, Iceman, you can do something because you are funny. The majority of the community don't have a problem with you. But my problem come when you started fucking with my cow, Square Work Media. I do not hide it any whatsoever. I am going to destroy his fucking life. And this is why. Gene, would you want him drawing blood on your sick family member? I mean, it's obvious the boy's on drugs. I'm not going to let him work in the healthcare if I can do anything to prevent it. I've been pretty successful at the things I have did to him. I mean, you can't have that, Gene. I mean, surely you don't believe in somebody nodding out working in a healthcare facility.
I will not have Square draw my blood. I mean, but that does not take away from who he is on the YouTube streets, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and take it past the job that he's trying to get from drawing blood, filthy. But y'all are clearly trying to run him off the community, like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might want to
No,
go and have.
I don't want to run him off. I mean, hell, he's fun to laugh at. But, you know, if he gets a job bagging groceries, I'm not going to call his work because the worst he can do is drop a gallon of milk and a dozen of fucking eggs high. But I cannot let him work in the healthcare knowing the way he is. I mean, I just, you know, I don't hide it, you know, and, you know, birds like all this stuff's wrong. Well, she took part in every bit of it. Her fucking sister gave me the number to the funeral home. I mean, we did that live. You know, I don't hide what I do. I'm straight the fuck up. You dox one of their people, I will dox the fuck out of you. You know, I've never, you know, I'm straight up. I don't fucking hide it.
But yeah, filthy. At some point, you are influencing other people. Think it's cool to dox. Like, I might know some people that dox and might have seen them, and the whole time I warn people. Hey, do not dox. I did tell Dr. Survivor not to do it. I did tell her. I told Iceman not to do it. I told everybody not to do it, but they still fucking did it, and the shit kicked off. And on top of that, when they see you at the top as the CEO of the Workiverse, what kind of influence you think you're putting out there, filthy?
Absolutely none, because that's a made up fucking title, Gene. I control nothing. We're all individuals. And this doxing stuff, I mean, you plainly said I mean, we all know Bird gave little me's info up. I mean,
We was on the phone, and you remember.
absolutely. Yeah. And Bird gave the fucking info. I mean, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, did she actually put it out public? No. But she gave the info. Am I correct?
She looked it up when we was on the phone and shit. But I don't know. After that point, when I said I don't think it's a good idea, guys.
Oh, Gene, man,
I
shoot it straight, brother.
I was on the phone, bro. When we all was talking about this shit, and they looked it up and shit. But from the jump though, Artemis and all them, they looked at this shit, but they never put it out. They looked at his Facebook shit. We saw him and his kids and shit. I still said nope. I don't have no parts in that shit, man. I still to this day, I still stand on the same shit. I wasn't down with the doxing shit. That's why I get so fucking offended when somebody say I did the shit or I should be guilty for hanging around people that do the shit. Because like I said, by you being at the top over there, you got Fusion over there laughing and joking. You got JM and shit going every fucking day. And they all look up to you when you're the one that, if you call the shots, how you think, what kind of influence is that put out there, Filthy? At one point in time, everybody was cool on here. But when you start doing shit like that, when you left us and you started going to war with other people, you tried to avoid war to go into another war. And then when you dox and put up people's family members and shit, bro, that makes them, they over there laughing and applauding and shit. But at the same time, the shit dead wrong and shit. And I'm asking you, what kind of influence is that? Y'all say I hang around people that dox, but what kind of, you're the main one, the main honcho, the head hierarchy of this shit. And that's the kind of vibes you putting out there, Filthy.
I'm not the head hierarchy of nothing. But I believe if you dox one of my people, I believe in an eye for an eye. But the only difference, you take one of our eyes, we're going to take two of yours. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't fucking hide it. You know, I troll Square. You leave Square alone, you have no problems, Alamee.
You at the same
Who did I dox?
You've doxed several people, Army. You even dox kids.
It's Andrea. I'm sorry. I just think it was a miscommunication on me doxing.
No, you said Walter Allen. Don't get up here and play no fucking games.
Somebody typed it in the chat, and I was reading the chat. I didn't.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea who that even was. Is that even a real name?
Obviously it is, but hey,
Your name could be John Smith. I don't take other people's word for shit. I didn't know. It's not like I was like, here's his name and a dox is when you give somebody's name and address and details. That's what I thought a dox was. Like, can we define what a dox even is?
You say my name, I'm going to do the full fucking workup on you, you know, and
Well, I
you'll
never
get
knew
to
it
know
was
what
you,
a
so
dox
my
is.
bad.
Filthy, you just said an eye for an eye. You said if somebody dox one of your people, you're gonna dox them and more people.
No, I'm going to dox them.
So if somebody dox you, you'll dox them back. You're not gonna like dox like somebody. Say somebody doxes Fusion, you're gonna go after that person because they doxed you.
Absolutely.
What?
Well, why not look the other way and say, why not lead by example?
I am leading by example. You fuck with us, and we're going to shit all over you. You know.
But
it's an endless cycle.
I don't care,
That's
Gene.
crazy to me.
I don't care. You know, I don't want to deal with this. I deal with swear.
So you don't.
So
I wouldn't even have to die. This is Sly. You don't know me, Filthy. I don't know you, but I was just hearing what you were saying. And so I'm not in the doc. I don't like doxing. I don't agree with any of that. Showing, dead family members, shit like that. Are you okay with that shit?
100%.
Like,
if you
so
dox
you
one of our
okay.
fucking people.
Yeah, but has Gene ever doxed any of your people?
He doxed me. He let Roadhead dox me. You know,
he didn't have control of He didn't have control of Roberta.
He didn't the first time, but he could have told her.
Anytime Roberta does what Roberta wants.
Yeah, but on
he
panel,
could have kicked her off the panel. You know, I mean, if I
that's the thing.
But who was he closer with, Roberta or you?
Oh, he's going to suck Roberta, but I mean, that's nice man's mother. But all the same, he let it go on. And Gene is not innocent in this. He sits up here and acts like he was against all this shit.
I've never known Gene to dox anybody.
No, he don't have the balls to put it out like I do.
That doesn't give you balls. That makes you weak as fuck. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the whole doxing thing. I mean, if somebody doxes you, I totally get it then.
Right. But you have no idea. You're new to this. I mean, you come in taking up for a guy that is one of the shittiest fucking people on YouTube.
Who are you talking about, Gene?
I mean,
no, Johnny Gobble. And that's what turned you into a locale immediately, because you didn't do the research. You just jumped on board. Johnny was right about everything.
No, that's not how I rolled.
Well, evidently,
look at your chat,
you're a fucking
Gene.
idiot one. I mean, why would you take up for a man that was doing the things?
I was because I was best friends with his.
S&P's over here just nonstop.
I just got back from sweeping. I just seen it and I took care of it. I timed him out.
Yeah, time him out. Stop that, S&P. Chill out. You come back in a minute, S&P. Stop that doxing, bro. Go ahead, Sly.
Who, me?
Filthy,
yeah, I don't get the just like, I don't know. I get you say I haven't been here for a long time, but I have been watching, and just because I ask a lot of questions doesn't know I don't already know the answers to them.
Yeah, but you come in hot out of the gate supporting Johnny, and
I supported Melinda. I actually knew Melinda first. I didn't even know Johnny. I knew Melinda.
Right, which is an enabler that takes care of him. He's too lazy to work.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I found that out on YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, Johnny was acting like an idiot. Regardless, let's say Melinda's the best person in the world. I
Yeah.
mean, so you got a bad start right out of the gate, you know? I
Sure,
mean,
but
it
but
looked
I
bad.
I wasn't real I didn't realize that being supportive to another woman would have grown adult men with families and children attacking me because I supported a friend.
You
I didn't have
didn't real
anything to do with Johnny Gobble.
How could you not realize that? I mean, he attacked a
I knew
man.
that was I knew that was her husband, but I didn't watch his bullshit. The only thing I ever saw on him was when Upchurch would do reactions, and I thought he was a fucking idiot.
Right. I mean, do you not know? Have you ever looked beside Upchurch's name and see how many people follow him? Have you
Yeah, but
never
that
heard of Creek Squad? I mean, what
of,
did you
of
think
course,
was going to happen?
of course. I mean, I think people should be allowed to like who the fuck they want and support who they want. And at one point, I thought I had a friendship with Johnny and with Melinda and Johnny. After a while, I did get to know Johnny, and no, I do not agree with half the shit the motherfucker has done and said. But as a friend, I would go to him or her and be like, yo, you need to like fix this shit. Like I would try to like give them ideas or things to do or not to do. And whether they took my advice or not, which they never did, that's on them. Um, and then I mean I will say I had blinders on with I guess my friendship with Melinda was extremely important. She meant a lot to me.
Right.
And um so I guess I didn't really pay attention. Well, I didn't pay attention to Johnny as much as I should have, and because I went a lot by what Melinda told me, I trusted her. So, and
Right.
that's my fault. That's my fucking fault. That's my bad.
I let her know.
And
Yeah, at least
you,
you figured it out, and I give you credit for that.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
I feel like a dumbass, and they knew who I was from the jump. They knew my character, they knew my style. I'm loud. I'm trying to calm it down, but I am who I am. But they knew that and they played that. They used that to their advantage and then threw me under the bus when they got busted for fucking doing something illegal. They
Right.
blamed it on me, and that I was just like, and I still contacted Melinda. Johnny even contacted me and is like, I don't want to argue with you and all this shit. He just doesn't want my smoke because he's
Yeah.
a pussy.
See, none of these people mean a damn but Upchurch and Creek Squad. Upchurch's mother ain't shit. You know, Creek Squad.
Whoa, whoa,
Wait,
whoa.
you don't like Upchurch, filthy?
I mean,
Dad, he's a piece of shit.
honestly, I'm not a huge fan of church, but my point is, Creek Squad supports church.
Yes.
Just
They
the
don't know
only,
his
re-
That's
mama.
that's like
the
Yeah.
where
only
I came from was like the Creek Squad. I wasn't a Creek Squatter, but I was in those chats and shit like that. And I didn't
no,
agree with what the fuck was going on.
they wouldn't give that lady the time of day watching her make cheap ass bedazzled stuff if it wasn't for church being her mother. I
Yes.
mean, she is nobody in all of this to the fans of church. I don't, I mean, I think church has said some of the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. I mean, I'm not a fan by no means. I'm not anti-church. I only like a couple of his songs, but you know, it's what his mother does has nothing, to do with how church made it. I mean, if anything, she went against her own son
Yeah.
to fool with the gobbler,
Yes.
paid him money to keep him quiet, in my honest opinion.
She
Uh,
did.
I mean, she's a no good bitch. I mean, anybody to do their child like that. And
Melinda told me that she was getting thousands a week from Patty. All she had to do was call Patty and ask for money, and Patty would send it to keep them quiet for whatever they
right,
know. They know something. I don't know.
And see, I think a lot of people agree with that. Gene cannot agree with it because he knows
Um,
if Gobbler shows up, he'll get a few
she
more
told me
views.
that she did that, and when she told me that she accepted money from Patty, that's when I started questioning everything. I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I don't agree with that.
Look, that's not facts, bro. Because I was around with
It
Johnny when
is. I have. She
he had no
messaged
number.
me.
No, I'm talking about he. No, not you,
Oh,
Sly. I'm talking about
oh,
he
okay.
said
Sorry.
that
I'll mute.
I'll get all happy when Johnny comes around because I'll get a few more views. That's not true because I was around when Johnny didn't have the views. When I got
Right.
into this shit,
But
I got into this shit when I interviewed him and everybody started coming at me and shit. That's how
that's
that's
called
how
I
this
You were the
heard
started.
you
first person to
interviewed him.
block me in his chat
why,
last
why,
year.
I mean, that has nothing to do with you supporting this idiot, Gene. I mean, you're like dying to get fucking Mama Upchurch on here to talk fucking shit, which she ain't gonna give you the time of day. I mean, but it makes no sense. You've been trying to go after church just to get recognized, and to be
Oh,
honest
see,
with
I
you,
didn't agree with
Gene,
that. With Gene.
you could do something with your music probably, but you'll never be able to do it associating with people like us because we are trolls. You know, we don't give a damn about music, whether it's church or whoever the fuck it is. I mean, you to promote yourself, you are in totally the wrong place. I mean, we troll, like what's her name said? That's Andrea. We don't give a fuck about feelings. I go to bed and sleep like a baby. We're about reactions. We're about trolling, and, the music, it just, you can't do it in this community.
And
This is
you're a
a
rogue
music.
mod. And you're a rogue mod for everybody. Let's talk
This
about
is
it.
this is
Mhm.
a this is a music. This community is based off of music. That's where you're wrong, Filthy. Because if it wasn't like that, then why would Cool Hand Luke try to drop music and shit to go back and forth as a challenge? You got to look
No,
at this shit is in multiple faces, Filthy. It's not all about trolling. There are other people in here, natural fan bases, and people that don't do the shit you do. You can't say everybody in
it,
this motherfucker is trolls.
the
Somebody keeps
majority
blocking
is,
truth in the chat.
Gene, I mean, the
Yeah.
majority of the people here are absolutely trolls. I mean,
Your supporters are trolls, and that's just all the fuck there is to it.
I don't see anybody, that I know of. I mean, coming around that does music other than you. I mean, I don't
He's
even
not blocked,
consider
Jan.
SMP even a musician.
The fuck?
We got feedback.
Why we got
Arnie,
feedback?
that you got feedback on your end. You must have 2 devices going.
She sure does.
But I beg to differ on that. This music, it is a music based community. It's not all. It is a lot of trolls. But if you go to any community, you're going to see a lot of trolls. Trolls make up 90% of the goddamn internet because it's a lawless game. I get it, but at the same
Right.
time, bro, you have people on here that just make comments and shit. They're not actually out to see. That's how chats grow. That's how subscribers grow. You're gonna get both ends of the spectrum. It's not all one sided. Filthy. Sometimes you get kind of demented and shit. Like you get
Gene,
really, really caught up in
Yep.
this YouTube
who
shit.
told you that you're not a troll? I want to know who convinced you that you're not a troll, because I see you trolling everywhere.
I'm a showman. Filthy said it
You
himself.
either
I'm
do
a showman.
music, or if you're going to come down out of the music and come down with the trolls, then you're going to get it back. I mean, what the fuck do you expect? That you untouchable or something?
I'm gonna defend myself when somebody come at me. That's exactly what I'm gonna
Okay,
do.
well
But at
then
the
that's
same
how you're
time,
getting your views and drumming up support for your music. So you need the
no,
trolls too.
no, I
Wait,
don't.
how's it okay? How's it
Go ahead.
okay for somebody to say they're going to kill Filthy in your chat? Carolina Rebel just said that.
Just now?
Well,
Why
see,
would you say something like that?
you got SMP asking what's going to happen when it catches up to me. I don't hide. I come on here. I spoke the truth. If you fucking dox me or my people, I'll dox you. y'all have had rebels have been screaming my name, and you have too. Everywhere you can go, you drop
I
it.
won't
My
see. I
fucking
will. I do.
address.
Square's over in JM's chat talking about Filthy. Tell Square to come over here and talk to his daddy
Yeah,
face to
straight
face.
up.
I do want to see what Filthy looks like because Filthy has did some crazy outlandish shit that I ain't never seen, and it would be honest for me. I'm honestly saying I would love to see your
Why?
face.
That means you're obsessed with
I
him
don't
now.
give a fuck. I don't
But
give a damn because I want to see the
He's in
man
your
behind all this
head.
fucking controversy.
at
I
the
don't
end
want to
of
know
the
what Filthy
day,
looks like.
what's it going to change, Gene? You know, when my name got put out, I carry on the same as usual. I mean, you know, it's not going away. You're not even going to see me, not unless you start fucking with Square. I troll Square, you know. I mean, whenever shit pops off, like with this bird ordeal, you know, I tried every way in the world to keep peace. I mean,
Oh, and
hell,
you did.
I
You went on Maddie shit. Not to cut you off and shit because we're supposed to be talking it out, not talking it out, but not talking over each other. But you
Boss
showed your
Lady
naked.
Bird is calling
You
Filthy out in the comments and trying.
showed
Look at
your.
what she said. She said, "Well, dox me, Filthy. Let's see how good you are, mate. You
You
must
I
have
be
to
mean,
put
we
crazy, bitch.
already
You done
know who
bumped your
you
fucking
are.
head."
I
on
mean,
Maddie
you
shit.
doxed, you doxed yourself, Bird. You put your when I was kind enough to tell you,
What a mugshot. Woohoo.
when I was kind enough to tell you, Iceman who found that shit, I mean, you spoke it on a live. I mean, it was obvious I was the one who told you. I mean, you know, that was the first time you turned on me, but I let that go. I mean, what I spoke over there at Maddie's, we can
It
back
wasn't
up.
Bird that said that. It was SMP.
Oh,
Shout out Brit's Life. What's up, girl?
well, we
Oh no,
already
here
know
we
who
go.
you are, SMP, but that none of that matters. I mean, you're a nobody. I mean, you know, our people don't cross over. We don't do music. We're doing trolling. I mean, I don't even, you know,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
you're a
about y'all's rap
mocon
songs
is all
anymore.
you are. Yeah.
I
I
like
mean,
rock
none of
music.
that matters. I mean, hell, I like Gene better. He does fucking comedy. You know, at least he'll dress up. He'll talk about chicken patties. I mean, you don't know what he
Get the
might
fuck
do
out of
next.
here. Yeah.
I
We
mean,
like your
that's
show,
true,
Gene.
Gene. I mean, I cracked up that time Fusion had you on. I mean, I don't know that I've ever laughed any harder. And you do it for the fun. I know that, you know.
I try to bring something to the table and shit, but people don't appreciate that shit. Half the people in the Lils and
I appreciate the fuck
Dude,
out of it.
they don't appreciate laughing
I
or
sent
doing
you
some other shit.
$15, dude. What the fuck?
I
Oh, I
tell
didn't
you,
send you any money, but I did support you.
it, it's it's not that I don't think that people don't appreciate it when you're running with somebody like Iceman. The whole
Oh
reason
shit.
listen, Gene, and you know this to be the truth. I mean, you honestly left 30 days prior to me leaving, and you came back, which I don't know if you'll say you did or didn't. That don't matter.
I needed time to think, Filthy, because that shit hit me hard.
Okay, okay, I understand that. Well, you know, before we could put out one fire, Gene, he was somewhere else starting one. I mean, I don't want to get on here every day and feud with people. I want to make people laugh. What I did to Square has made a lot of people laugh. It's about drove him insane. But, you know, that's why I left. And it's no flopping. I fucking, you can call it flopped. I flopped the fuck out and ain't coming back because you know, I'm just not going to fight his battles for him every day. The only reason I found Iceman is because he was fighting with that Randy Grimes, which had come over into the Durkeeverse community, a known fucking racist, and him, Iceman, and Bishop shared my videos, and it got the word out. And that's the only reason I had anything to do with Ice. Well, I got to where I did like Ice, and I thought, why not give the man a chance? But I just, you know, this fighting with every single person. I mean, some of these people's got to be right about Iceman.
But when you went over the birds, Filthy, you step into a whole nother domain of going back and forth with Square and certain people, man. And I see it feels to me like you was dealing with the same shit when we were all cool and shit. And then when you go over there, you get into some more shit. And like to this day, you've been in a whole lot of shit. You know,
No,
and
I would start at trolling Square with Iceman, he would be restreaming him, and he would tell me get up on the panel and say he screwed Muhammad. I mean, Iceman we was trolling Square sorta together, uh,
Was
and
there?
when I made the split, I wanted to still remain friends with Bird and Ice. And in all honesty, it wasn't Bird that had a problem with doing that. It was fucking Iceman. I wanted to go in peace, but what's he do? He just keeps fucking with me and shit like that. That's why I struck back at him, you know. Then when this paperwork come out, I mean, that was just, I had to say something about it because here I was on a panel with a known confidential informant, which I didn't know at the time. And I know you think it's false, but I
You know that.
100% believe it was true. And I can't ride like that. And I had to make it clear that I never knew nothing about that until the point that it was given, you know. But I just didn't want to fight with everybody. When Iceman gets out, he'll take right back off. I mean, of course, he'll be going at us, but you'll see, Gene, he'll pick on a couple more people. And that's why, I mean, he didn't have the manpower to fucking fight a war. I mean, you don't have the manpower to fight a war. No
I ain't stopping.
disrespect.
I'm not stopping though.
It's no Gene team if it's six fucking people. A team, I don't know how many it takes to do a starting lineup, but it's more than six people. You cannot go in all these communities, or he cannot raising hell claiming the Gene team. It'll come back to you, just like we had a drunk showing their ass. I had to make it clear right off the bat. Hey, that dude's not worky verse. We don't support him because I'm not going to get up every morning and try to fix what somebody else fucked up. And, I just had enough of it. That's why I left. And, there's a message to prove it. I wanted to go in peace. And I never had an issue with you because you never said one word. But you come over and started enabling Square. And that's, when we started going at it a little. But at the end of the day, I've always said, out of all the cows, I like you the best. You do comedy, you do content, and it is what it is. I think you do some funny stuff.
I want to know what Coach thinks about what Bird did with Brooke and No Life Mike. That's my problem. Like, Filthy has a problem with you doing it with Square. I have a problem with you enabling Bird.
You talking
Yes.
about who's enabling Bird?
Look at what she did with Brookie. She put some other lady's coochie out on the internet.
Oh,
More
you
than
talking,
that, actually.
yeah, you talking about that. I seen that shit too, and the reason how she got that shit was because they sent the shit to her. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about what if I get okay? So she's so compulsive and impulsive that she can't help but literally fucking post everything that comes across her plate. We know you're fucking hungry, Bird. I don't ever want to hear you call another bitch thirsty again, or I'm gonna troll you to fucking death. You shouldn't even fucking be here, bitch.
Okay, everything was cool. Hold on. Let's not bitch and shit and cunt and shit.
And even with all of what's went on, I mean, Bird was saying this morning she's still claiming she didn't dox Iceman. Now she's trying to blame Red Eye. I mean, well, with all of this controversy going on, if Red Eye sent a fucking IG and claimed responsibility for this, you would have screenshotted it because this could have been proved 100% and been put to bed. I mean, Gene knows it, Iceman knows it, Bird knows it, I know it, and I don't know who else that was over on that side knows it, but I know it 100% for a fact. But, let's just take that off the table. She docks Naughty. And does Bird, should she be able to exist? Absolutely. But the problem I have is when she wants to go over there on 556 and down talk us and say she can sit over here because we ain't going to see it. That's where the problem comes in. I mean, I didn't even want it to come to this. I asked for peace and didn't want it to come to it. It was something every fucking day that kept firing this back up. Bird had a bad temper. She couldn't control herself. And that's what brought it to this point. Nobody kept moving the goalpost. It's when people finally got fed up, they just laid every problem out on the table. And, you know, and it's not my fault that fucking the mob side's not going to roll with that. Them people have the right to know. I
Yeah,
knew
let's talk
damn.
about that. Let's talk
I
about
knew.
that. You went on Maddie's.
Wait, let's talk about her backstepping in the comments and saying she's doing the same shit she did about Little Me's family's picture. She said, but it showed no coochie. Why are you always trying to justify your bad behavior? You put the video out. It doesn't matter. You were trying to embarrass her and embarrass Mike. Why do you keep trying to sugarcoat and chocolate cover your bullshit?
Andrea, you go
And
after people like, hold
and
on, go ahead, man.
and them people's got the right to know. I was over there, to the best of my knowledge, on the mob side. I think before Maddie even had a channel. I got involved with that, watching, listening, because it's so deep. I can't discuss it because I really don't know a whole lot about it. I mean, that community's, is a really happening place. But, to think you're going to use them people against us, and to think that we're going to crumble in fear because you're saying them people's names, that wasn't going to happen. The Workyverse is going to continue our business, same as they're going to continue theirs. But I know damn good and well Rustin MRE wasn't going to support that. He plainly said you blindsided him with that fucking bullshit. I mean, you can go watch his live, and I don't know honestly where Maddie's EO and Lasso stands. I felt it was rather clear myself. They was over in the chat the other night to show us support. But if they chose to ride with Bird, I'm 100% cool with it. But it was brought to their attention what the fuck was going on. That they're not going to strong arm for nobody. They don't support this fucking shit, and that's what it was about. I told everybody do not go over there because I felt it should have been taken care in their community. And, I didn't want them involved. We had tagged them. I felt they had the opportunity to come over here. They didn't. I felt like, why should we go on their show? But Miss Lori popped up, Little Me popped up, and I felt at that point, I need to go over there and at least state my side of it and what we could prove.
All
And
right, hold on. Bird is
She's
here.
running
I'm
around from
bringing Bird
community to
up.
community trying to collect flying monkeys. She's the wicked witch
I'm
of
bringing
the
it.
east.
I'm bringing
You
her on
stay
panel.
the wicked witch.
Hold on, Filthy. Hold on. Filthy, I mean Gene.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best thing may be to just have one person on panel at a time with Bird. That way there's no screaming over one another.
well,
As long as
anybody,
We have her.
the
we're
only
doing great.
person that's going to do that would be
Yes,
Bird.
her. Yep.
If you go, well, you watched the stream, Army.
Yeah.
He tried to
I did.
overtalk everybody,
And
and
maybe
Let's all
maybe
mute out
everybody
right
should
now.
be in the back chat and one
come up.
person on and they talk for
This ain't
a
your
minute,
fucking
2 or
show.
whatever.
Let's all just mute out like adults and let Bird
Yes.
come up. How about that?
I'm
You ain't
muting.
telling me what the fuck to do, Army vet.
Slow your roll, Drea. All right, here you come, Bird.
It was a fucking idea.
You know how
Love
she is.
you.
When she was over kissing our ass this morning, now she must be a fucking bitch.
Bitch, I wasn't
What's that
kissing
shit
your ass.
show?
I felt sorry
the
for you
fuck
and
up.
figured I'd
Shut
catch
the
you up
fuck
since
up.
you're too fucking
Shut the
pussy to
fuck up.
watch, bitch.
Drake, keep your cool. Drake, keep your fucking cool, dude.
You're cool. We're muting the mics one at a time. Let's go.
First off, Filthy, when I was on 5.56, what I meant by I can talk over here was because all your people, I'm not saying you sent them to stalk me anywhere I went, but I figured 5 people in chat, like surely they're not here stalking. Well, it turns out they was, but that's not what I meant when I said that. And Lesso told you himself, I never used them or told them. I never told MRE anything about the situation. None. We never discussed it. And as Lesso said, I've never come to them and tried to get them to go after anybody. Ever. Ever. Because I don't
No,
do that. I don't go around stirring up trouble like that at all.
no,
I didn't even
but
tell
Les,
Letty to
Hold
have
on,
that.
Bird. Hold on. Hold up. Go ahead.
but you know, you had talked to him and you had flipped this to where he plainly said that he didn't realize what was going on, and he said
Because
he
we
had your
hadn't
back.
talked about it that much. We really
M-
hadn't.
MRE plainly said in his own words, you got him on a panel and tried to pull a fucking flim flam
No,
and
that
get him.
Naughty was the one that had him on the panel that time when the little shit was going on. I wasn't even on that panel. That was
Bird,
him and Naughty.
you know,
But as
I've
far as
noted.
what the situation between us and what happened, I never had a discussion with MRE about that ever. Because I knew he was part
So
of
you're
that
calling.
and stuff,
You're
and I didn't want to put him in the middle. Maybe he was misunderstood, but I never conversated with him about that ever. Because I knew he was Darkyverse, and there was really no point in it. I didn't want nobody to choose sides ever. I didn't have a community over here. I was just going in chats over there. It was never to have anybody go at anybody ever.
Now hold on, Bird. Go ahead.
I hate
Go
that
ahead.
it was
Hold on.
misunderstood that way, but yes, me and MRE never had a conversation about the stuff that was going on with us.
Well, no, he cut you off and said
No, I
that's his
don't. We never
friends.
talked about it ever. I swear.
Bird,
He
hold
must
on,
have been
Bird.
misunderstood with the stuff
Bird.
that happened with the littles before, because this situation here, which is separate, we never discussed, because I understand he is Dirtyverse all the way, as are you. I did not want to cause any kind of conflict or nothing, so I'm not even that close to MRE like that. Like, I never went to him.
Now hold on, Bird. Hold on. Now go ahead. Let the man say something.
Well, you need to go watch his live, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
I know how they feel like, and it's understandable. But I really never had that conversation with MRE. I don't know what he was confused about. But we haven't talked one-on-one, or he's not even been on my panel in months. So there wasn't even an opportunity to have that conversation.
Right, and he won't be back. So I mean,
it's understandable.
But I think the
I
ones
never was trying to do that. Like, it's cool that it happened that way. I hate that I go there, but I'm not the one that took it there. I never went to MRE with this. I briefly discussed it with Maddie, more or less on advice, like, what should I do? He told me just to lay back and ignore it. As did, with Zia. We may have conversated about it a little more, but there was still never, I never still asked for, well, go at them for me. That never happened.
Why'd you threaten them and say they had something coming in 2 months? Look at Just Buddy's comment. You said they're going to get it.
2 months from what? Oh, no, that was me. Like, if y'all had not went at 5.56, I still would not have responded to y'all. But the fact that I felt like innocent people were getting brought into it just because of a job title or something that they had, yeah, that upset me, and that's what finally got me to respond to y'all. Or it would have been 2 months from now before I would have responded. That's what I meant.
Well, I mean, I just don't know how you. First thing, if there was only 5 people in the chat, I don't know how many
people. It was like
people.
4 in the morning, yeah, and it was briefly discussed. I posted a video yesterday, I think, with the clip, and like I said, it was like 5 in the morning. I think it was actually not even one of you guys. I think it was fucking somebody Jocelyn over there in Nunzio or something that come in the chat and said some stuff. And so they're looking at me like, what's going on? Like, what's with the troll? So I briefly explained. And I don't even know if I called names specifically besides Workyverse.
Right. No, you didn't call no names. But, that just proves this point, Bird. I mean, we have got friends. We have got people. You think Moses don't know that 5'5" guy? You
I
think
knew this
Marie
did.
don't
That's
know
what
him?
I'm saying. That's why I did not dog y'all. I give a brief statement on the situation. I never said who, but like I said, besides Workyverse. But when there's these trolls in the chat saying weird and off things about me, they're looking at me like, what the hell's going on? I had to give some kind of brief explanation.
You should have said,
And I
I
think
don't
even
recall.
answered
You
that.
should have said, I
Like, we'll
don't
have
recall.
the current Andrea, shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna horse
Be a
in this
good
race.
fucking
You
informant,
want to
bitch.
be in
You're a
this
fucking
community so
rat. You're
fucking bad.
busted.
Can you please fucking kick or fucking mute that bitch? Because I don't even know why the fuck she's here. Like, really, besides to fucking call somebody to get upset with her fucking
To check your lying ass. That's
But
why.
anyway,
Dre, come on, Dre, stop that.
I think I even said after I made my brief statement that we would have to like shut things down if they wanted to know, because I didn't want to do it on there. I didn't want to respond. I wasn't trying to bash anybody.
Right. Well, I mean, when you go into these other communities and do that type of shit that is connected to our communities, people's going to see it. I would have
And
to
I
go
knew they were
back
going
and
to see it, but it's like I said, it's not like I was bashing or trying to get them to go at you. I was just enjoying the chat and the panel. It was never
Filthy,
about
check IG.
anything.
well, I mean, I knew they wasn't going to,
And I
go
knew
at
that.
us.
See, that's why I never presented it to them that way, darling. I never did. I knew that.
Yeah, once they, got the full story, and Bird, I just don't know why you couldn't come clean about it. I mean, Iceman's
How could I,
mother.
Willie, when I knew that I didn't do it? And like I said, until whatever happened between the Littles and Red Eye the other week, where Steph let out that he give them my info because he felt bad or whatever. Like, he had sent me an IG telling me that it wasn't me nor Rick because it was him. In a chat that I pulled up and posted on something yesterday, there's 3 times, even maybe 4 in the chat, he's screaming it wasn't Bird or Rick. It wasn't Bird or Rick. It wasn't Bird or Rick, because he knows that previously he had admitted to me in an IG that he did. That's why he went and cleared the whole IG and blocked me on fucking YouTube without saying a fucking word, because I guess he thought I was going to be upset over what Steph had let out. I wasn't. It was old stuff. And I didn't even get the chance to tell him that because he's a fucking coward that pretty much handed out everybody's information on here from
You hear me, Filthy?
I heard you. It's just brought to my attention, and I've spoke highly about saying I appreciate it, Maddie and them letting us have our say over there. And the reason this was so important to let them people know is because they get up there, they hold a high standard, and they don't put up with trash like you, Bird. And he has made an official statement that he has pulled all support from you. And, much
and
respect,
I don't see how
Maddie.
he can do that to me over an accident as much as I
Good
support
deal.
him. And it sucks.
But,
But I
okay,
don't see
Bird.
how he can support to y'all.
Let me talk
Try
to
it.
a minute. This ain't about me, Bird. It's about you. I'm not a mod for Maddie. I don't go over
I'm
there.
not either anymore.
No, you
But I
goddamn
never
right
brought
you
this
ain't.
into his
But
community.
you
Y'all did.
was telling your lies this morning. The video you put out had 3.5 minutes cut from it. The one you put out was 5 minutes and 23 seconds long.
It
You
was
say
like
that
15 minutes long. It was like
of
15
the picture
minutes
up.
long, that video. Yes, sir.
So you had Little Me's picture up for 15 minutes?
No, it was up for no more than 3 minutes. I'm saying the whole video was like 15 minutes.
You're
long.
telling a lie, Bird.
Oh,
I
yeah,
played
it was
last
longer.
night.
Right now.
You done
I'm pretty
edited
sure
it.
it was
You're
15
too
minutes
damn
fucking
stupid to
long.
realize I have the original cut, and I'm going to put them side by side. So, I mean, if you would just admit it,
unless StreamYard cut the end of it off or something, I don't know.
I
don't know what all I had was what I found. I don't know. I didn't even know I still had it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for you, somebody had the original cut, plus the one you put up. It runs for 5 minutes and 23 seconds.
Maybe I had edited it previously. I don't know. It was just sitting there. I do not know.
Well, that's a long way from 3 minutes, or from 3 seconds, 5 seconds. I mean,
what I had probably done was started to edit it and take the whole part of Little Me out to re-upload the rest of what Naughty had said, and just never did. Probably just said fuck it and left it sitting there. I don't know. All I know is like I was like, here, well, there it is.
I could write a book on what you don't know, Bird. You sat over there and told them
obviously because I don't play dirty, so I don't have to know all these tricks and trades as y'all do.
Oh, you play dirty as fuck. I
God,
mean, you can't admit to it.
God, I wish I did. I really wish that I knew how.
Bird, you told them guys that it was totally. You pulled a square and said it was an accident. Well, anybody that runs a stream,
and if you go and look at my apology video with the chat, like everybody understood that at that time, it was squashed then 3 months ago. Y'all brought that back to life because you knew that was a way to get them to pull their support from me. That's the way y'all played dirty.
Oh, I mean, I knew we would get the support pulled from you because you can't have them men up there, upholding the standards they do and tagging we push back.
I never brought them into my shit, though. I never brought them into my shit. Like I said, that was a pure fucking accident. Anybody that fucking sees it can tell, especially when you see the apology and the way that everybody was like, okay, Bird, we understand. It was squashed. It ain't been mentioned since February 26th. Y'all's tactics was to bring this up because y'all knew that was a way to get to it.
Bird, nobody don't believe this.
Wow, Gene, I never thought you would hold a damn bird bash event.
It's not a bird. I mean, Gene is letting me speak.
Kind of talking through shit.
Listen. No, listen. We're only talking one at a time. It's not bird. It's not bird bashing because you're talking one-on-one with Filthy.
Bird, these people seen it. I mean, Gene does stream. Everybody up here owns a StreamYard. You have to upload it under your brand.
But it wasn't just a picture of Little Me. It was the message from Iceman that I had received, and through it all in the fucking chaos, yes, I neglected and failed to fucking edit the pic. Once it was called to my attention, I bring it down. It was just negligence in a fucking moment of chaos. It was not meant intentional or with malicious intent. Like, I'm just going to throw this picture up. No, it was to prove a point of what I had found. That was it.
But you accidentally left it up for 5 to 15 minutes? Nobody don't believe that shit, Bird.
But y'all act like, but it was not intentional, Filthy. I did not mean it maliciously.
Oh,
I did
Bird.
not own my life. I didn't, and everybody understood that. The next day when I fucking deeply apologized for it, you can see it in the chat, and it's not been mentioned since then.
Nobody didn't understand that.
Like I was the first person that brought it out. It had been out before. It was a total fucking accident, or not an accident. I just failed. Neglected to cover the face up and show the message.
And what did you
there to dox Little Me at all?
And you put the same damn video out again and didn't cover the man's face and his child. Yeah. I mean, Bird, this all can't be fucking mistakes, You put a video up yesterday and you removed it.
It was covered with a star completely the whole time.
Not the first one.
Yes,
no,
sir.
It wasn't.
Yes, sir. Yes, it was. I made fucking sure that I covered it.
In your attempt to cover your ass, you're making it worse.
No, all I can do is fucking tell the truth.
You're not telling the truth. And your poor mother, Bird. I mean,
I didn't bring my mother into this. I told her
it's gonna be one-on-one. Listen, hold up. One-on-one conversation. Andrea, stop jumping in and putting your 2 cents in. If you want to talk to Bird one-on-one, you can do it one-on-one. But when he's done with Filthy and Bird is done.
I mean, she went over there and talked so much shit that Maddie had to turn the comments off.
I cannot control what she does. I've told her 50 times to stay out of y'all's chat because all she's going to do is hear bad shit about me and she's going to respond. I've told her to stop. I cannot control my mother. I have tried to tell her to stay out of y'all shit. I tell her she needs to come back and tell me shit I didn't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it.
And
you don't want to hear it because you will eventually use it against the person.
No, I don't want to hear it because it's going at me. Why am I going to subject myself to something that's going to make me upset or angry?
You had so much fun with me this morning. When I came to bring you that nugget, you ate it the fuck up, which goes to show that it's not about shutting up for you. You should have told me I don't want to.
No, I didn't. I thought it was fucking hilarious that they stood on a panel the other night talking about me fucking going live over somebody, and then they did it and got the same reaction from the littles as I did.
I said one at a time. I said one at a time.
It was fucking funny.
Can I address
Bird, let me handle this, please.
Thank
Bird, this is about you. You know, the first thing you're over, well, Matty, Filthy Animal, did this. He did that. I said, you're goddamn right. I told him right straight the fuck up, you know.
Because
see, that's the difference.
If I had solid proof that you were a doxer, I was asked for that.
You didn't have to have fucking proof. I said I fucking did it right soon as I took the fucking goddamn panel. You know, I made no fucking ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're totally against it.
I never expected that you would. I'm just saying, I was asked for that. Like I said, I never brought these guys into this at all.
Yeah, but Bird, that's the difference. Why they have some respect for me and none for you, because you can't tell the truth. No, you're a goddamn liar. I've got one more thing to say, and I'll be gone.
I'm very aware that it looks bad. I am, but all I can do
That's
is
because you lied.
You
don't know the truth, Bird, and this is another example of it. Army, Gene, they have a listing on Skip the Games. If you go look, well, they're not up at the moment. It was something stupid like peanut butter. It wasn't a whole motherfucking page wrote that I've never drunk a beer. I'm October. I'm this. For you to say that you're a fucking paid whore, Bird. And I don't know why. Whatever. I don't know why you can't admit to that.
I would have no problem fucking admitting it like I have to the fucking porn, because I'm a grown-ass adult, and this should never been brought on to fucking YouTube. But when you've set and made, and then truth be told, it's fucking probably Andrea, because she's just that kind of fucking bitch to make it
from 2 fucking years ago, Bird.
I wouldn't do that, honey. I don't do that. That's against my creed. I have better things to do.
Bird, it's from 2 fucking years ago.
Anybody could have went and got a fucking ad from 2 years ago and posted some pictures and shit on it. Like, I'm sure it's not that fucking hard. Like I said, just the way that Gene knows, y'all doctored the receipt saying that he fucking sold Square's phone number when he knows he didn't do it. It's the same way you can doctor any fucking thing else, because that's y'all's game. Y'all don't care to stoop that low.
Bird, you are one of a kind locale, just like fucking Square. Yeah. I mean, no accountability. I mean, you know damn good. I don't know if you don't want
the things that I do. I cannot stand up and cry and take accountability for things that I have not.
Yeah, you don't recall nothing, and I don't know if you don't want your mother to know that you're turning tricks, your family. You know, I don't know what I don't know what it is. As far as the shit that was put out, it was evidently you wanted people to see it. I mean, it was ads that was posted,
I knew that you had
and I did not.
Time ago, Filthy, but it still never come out.
Gene, buddy's in the back.
And I did not fabricate that out.
I knew it was inevitable for it to come out. I knew it was inevitable. Like, it's shitty that people had to stoop that low, but I knew that the pictures would come out.
I never fabricated that ad. I mean, if I did it, I would 100% I say I did it.
Wasn't you.
But no, it goddamn wasn't. It was you. You're a fucking paid ass fucking hog ass fucking whore with fucking warts all over. See, Iceman,
people have seen the picture.
You know,
so I think
Iceman tells a lot of shit that sometimes half truths. But think about it, y'all. He was calling it the skin tag verse for a fucking reason. Iceman had found this quite some time ago.
That's why I
Evidently.
rocked with him. That's the only reason.
And you know, it's just I don't know. I don't see you fitting in anywhere if you're going to go in under lies and deception and trying to get people to support you. And you
I've tried
continue
to be as
to
honest as I
move.
can on this motherfucker. You motherfuckers are fucking brutal at twisting and turning and plotting and
No,
trolling and making things
no,
look like
no,
they fucking aren't. That's what you fucking trolls do.
no. It is what it is, Bird. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I
I mean, it
mean,
is.
nobody hasn't twisted nothing. I mean, I just don't understand. I try to tell you at Maddie's. I mean, you're caught. You're
I
caught.
wish
It
that
is
all
what
this
it
was
is.
something that I could just admit to. God do I. God do I. I wish that I could.
Buddy is
I
Buddy
really
is in the
do.
back. Buddy is in the back, and I see what you're saying,
Well,
Army, but
you sat over here and you enjoy your big bird bashing event.
no, I'm not
Move,
bashing.
you
Great
fat
job.
bitch. Move,
No,
you fat
Bird,
bitch.
no,
Move.
Bird, do not stand down, Bird. Do not stand down.
Come
She
on,
gotta
Bird. Come
stand
back.
down,
Do not
Gene,
stand down,
because
Bird.
she's a liar. And you know
Come.
she docks little
It's
me.
1-on-1. It was filthy. It was supposed to be 1-on-1, but Andrea kept butting in and out. And
Oh,
Buddy,
Said
bull.
my name,
Buddy,
Gene. I just
Buddy,
chimed in. It was called
but
chiming
Buddy,
in.
Gene.
when I brought up Buddy, she thought I was gonna bring everybody up and let bash her, and I'll jump at one time.
Bullshit.
I wasn't gonna let anybody jump on her. It was gonna be
She wants to go
a one-on-one
cry.
conversation. But it
Gene.
is a
Cry,
lot of
bitch.
y'all. It is a lot of anti-Bird up here. So
Hey, I'm not necessarily. No. We've been
Filthy.
doing really good.
She couldn't wait to talk about the Workyverse break fight this morning when I hopped on her
Yes.
panel. I was seeing if she'd tell me, I'm
Uh,
out of it, Andrea. I'm staying out of it. She should have told me to hit the fucking pike, and she didn't. She
Filthy.
ate it up like the pig she
I
is.
told you,
Exactly.
yes,
I'm the one
Jan.
that told her not to have you on
Filthy.
panel, Gray.
How long does it take for the ad?
What I mean, what do you mean to post one?
Yeah, how long did it take for an ad to be approved on that? Like the ones you put up on.
I mean, when I originally got the account, it took 4 to 6 weeks for them to even approve me to be able to post. Once you have an account, you know, you could post it within minutes at that point. But I mean, the ad was updated on the 5th. I mean, you know, if I posted it, I am going to put her mother up there. I just haven't had a chance.
No, come on now, Filthy. See, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go, man.
that sucks.
You take it to a whole nother level that you ain't
But
got to do all that.
Absolutely, I do, Gene, because she's out here mooing and telling lies and
But
stuff.
it's her. But it is her daughter. She doesn't have nothing to do with it,
She
really.
absolutely put herself in the middle of it. But see, that's
But
the
she.
difference. I mean, I shoot it straight. And Gene, I thank you for having me up. But she tried to talk over me or talk in circles the whole time. People see it for what it is. I mean, you know, I have nothing to gain by this. I mean, like I said, these 4 people know damn good and well that Bird docks little me. That's me, you, and her, and fucking Iceman. You know, even on the phone call with Iceman, he said, you know who gave little me's information? Bird did that. Did Bird actually drop it to the public? No, not until she put his son on the screen for 15 minutes. But, you know,
Facts.
we know that, Gene. And I mean, I don't know. You said it yourself, you know, on a live when you was talking shit, you know, with her or about her or having a little go back and forth. And I just don't know why it's changed today. I mean, can we
The
not
simple,
agree that
the
that's where the
simple,
information come from?
the simple,
Yes
the
or
simple.
no? Yes.
I was on the phone call. I did hear what was going on and shit. I did see certain things that I didn't like and I didn't condone and shit. But as far as how it dropped and actually hit the streets, I do not know how it hit the streets. But I did see a lot of investigation shit going on. And at that time, I was saying, don't do it. As well as I'm saying, do not post up her mom's. Don't go after her mom and shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be a voice of reason right now. And I'm not trying to bash on Bird. Bird, you know I ain't bashing you, even though we did go back and forth. But that putting her
But
mom out there, come on, man. And I
Did
was on the phone.
Bird,
I did see that shit, but I don't.
did she not tell Iceman who little me was? Yes or no?
Well, honestly, Artemis was the one she was there too in the back streets, and Artemis, they pulled it up too, though. They wouldn't know who Lil Me was. He was talking all that shit, but they never dropped it. It been discussed for a long time before it actually hit the streets. We talked about it multiple times on the phone and shit, but Lil Me was talking so much goddamn shit that shit, it hit the streets some kind of way. But I was on the phone. I was there when they looked up his information and shit. I did hear the shit. But how it hit the streets, I don't fucking know.
But did Bird give the information, even though she didn't let it out on the street?
What happened between her and Iceman at that time might have happened between them if she did do it. I
Oh,
don't know.
Gene, my
No,
man.
honestly, I was on the phone, but when it,
Okay.
no, when it hit the
All
streets,
right.
bro, come on, dog. When it
I
hit
I guess you want to see that skin tag, so you ain't gonna, just shoot it fucking straight.
nah,
But, hey,
I ain't trying
Please,
to.
that's
no.
what it is.
I'm not trying to see the skin tags. I'm not trying to do it. I don't know if she got skin tags or not, but I'm not trying to see it. Y'all know goddamn well this was some internet shit. This wasn't no.
Oh,
This
you
wasn't no.
never had a relationship with her in real life?
No, it was just
I've
the
never seen
internet.
Bird in real life.
Oh, gee, and I for real bought that you two literally had a relationship together.
That's why I say, Sly,
We had
you're
an
way
we had an
She
behind.
said
internet.
JM came for her titties and that filthy thought she was hot. That's what she's going
Iceman's
around
mom's
saying.
in the
Hey,
I
chat.
thought you had a relationship with her at one point, for
At
real.
at the end of the day, it's not about if we had a physical relationship. It's about
No,
the
no.
doxing shit. It's about the doxing shit, Sly. It's about how did Lil Me's information hit the streets is what the topic is at
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And I told Filthy all that I knew.
Well, I mean, you didn't have, when it was in the heat of the battle, you blurted it out right quick. And it's like now that you and Bird's been on a panel or two,
No, it's
like
because
you,
my hate for the not to overtalk. Go ahead.
I mean, it's like, it's a different story now.
It's not a different story. I was at war with the Lils. I wanted them hurt.
Now,
I wanted them done bad.
we got Dr. Survivor in here, Mama Ice. Is that really her, Gene?
Where you at, Mom? Where you at? I don't see her in there.
It could be.
Yeah, that's her. I think that's her.
Well, I
There she
just
is.
want to, I want to thank you for going through Iceman's phone.
Yeah, I
and putting
checked
that
it.
out,
It's her.
because it absolutely proves. I mean, I don't know why you can't get it. I mean, it absolutely proves 100% for a fact that Bird, or that Rick, not Bird, Rick, did not dox little me, because she didn't know who it was in the fucking picture. And Iceman said who it was. So, with all of what's come about and all, I will thank you for that, because, that proves it, 100%, with fucking messages that are months fucking old, you know. Now, does it prove that Bird did it? No, but I already know where the info come from. Iceman knows. He plainly said it on the phone that Bird gave that information, which we have it recorded. And at one time, Gene had said that.
You can't forget the fact that they were at war for a long time, Filthy. That the Littles and Bird had a war going on before you came around, Filthy. You can't keep that. You can't keep that. You got to keep that in your back pocket a little bit.
Oh, I was there, and that's why she did it,
That is the real Mama Ice.
because she knew Iceman and me would go on attack immediately. I mean, that's the whole reason she passed the info. I mean, I don't disagree with that at all. You're 100% right about that, Gene. The only issue is that Bird don't want to take accountability for that. Now she's blaming Red Eye. And with all of this conflict going on, don't it make sense, Gene, if Red Eye would have admitted to it, she wouldn't have immediately screenshotted that and got that info out here to clear her name? I mean,
she said she got some info. She just ain't dropped that shit. She got some info. Red Eye ain't even clear.
She ain't got a goddamn thing, or she would have presented it over there at Maddie's before she got kicked the fuck out. I mean, let's be real, Gene.
She might not have planned it. She might not have planned it. She didn't know how y'all was going. She didn't know how y'all was coming. She might not have had it planned out good.
Come on, Gene. She already said, y'all wait till Tuesday. It's going to be a different story then. I mean, like,
But she thought Maddie was going to stand up. But Maddie seen them numbers, though. Maddie had never seen 200 people in his chats before.
Oh, he gets that all the time. I mean, yeah, Maddie and them. Hell, MRE will pull fucking 150 at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. They get them numbers all the time. But he don't stand for the shit Bird does. That's why he didn't stand up for her. And I knew that. And that's why I brought it to their attention, because it's a blemish on We Push Back, just like Dr. Survivor tagging We Push Back. Well, that's not about people bullying people. This is about fucking informants, that informed on people in the mob. Now, if you tagged We Push Back with Iceman's paperwork in there, him being a confidential informant, at that point, it would make sense, But
y'all was wrong for that too, because we proved that. Y'all was wrong for that too.
Y'all didn't prove that.
We did. When you came on panel that night, you remember? You know what? I'm gonna do a reaction to that whole stream. You came on panel, Filthy. You were so sure that he had a racist tattoo on his shoulder and that he was doing this and he was doing that. That night, you looked like you was illiterate because he didn't have a racial tattoo on his other shoulder. Like some of the allegations that you come with, Filthy, they're pretty crafty.
It wasn't nothing about that. It wasn't nothing about a racial tattoo.
Yeah, but he was building a case on him, but you wanted to say he was a snitch, and that
I wanted him to turn that camera on and show that toothless mug. Gene, you did not understand trolling. You don't realize it because when you're a low-cal, you don't see it for what it is. But that paperwork.
What makes you so intelligent and just the overseer and knows that this can decipher who's normal and who's not? There's no such thing as normality.
It's your behavior, Gene. It's a person's behavior that makes them a low-cal. It's nothing I could ever do to make someone a low-cal. It's how you react to things.
It's an opinion. It's an opinion of like-minded people. That's all it is. You rally up all these motherfuckers and get all the like-minded people together that have the same point of views and shit, and y'all think y'all are right.
We're having fun, Gene. It's trolling. I mean, if people find it funny and see them as a low-cal, it is what it is.
Well, may the best man win.
Yeah.
I need to take a small break right quick, y'all. I'm finna play a song by Tom Petty and shit. It's called Won't Back Down. And that shit, it fits the motherfucking criteria. It fits the motherfucking area shit.
Okay, thanks for having me. I'm out.
Thank you, Gene. I only listen to rap. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you listen to rap. Very funny. Very funny, Filthy. May the best man win. Let's go.
Shout out. Sorry.
Gene, you're muted.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to play my fucking song, but it don't want to act right now. I wanted to play Won't Back Down. Hey, baby, it ain't no easy way out. Oh, darling, said I won't back down. And I won't back down. Motherfuckers. But anyways, oh man, the shit has been crazy this motherfucking morning and shit. I said this morning and shit. Am I muted right now? Can you hear me, Army? Shit.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right now, can you hear me, Army? JM, what's up, man? Why you quiet there, broski? You probably over there screen sniping and shit. Back to your usual shenanigans.
No, I was actually outside washing my Jeep. I was thinking about taking the top off and going riding, but I'm still around. I've just been listening though. I ain't been able to talk.
Hey, Square.
You see how that's all that cap. He talking about he's over watching his new Jeep. Y'all know how much he likes to brag about his new Jeep.
I didn't say it was new, and it's not new. I just said I was washing my Jeep. What does the age of it have to do with it? It's a Jeep.
Gene. Squizzy's here. You see
Yeah.
him in the chat?
I appreciate you having me up, Gene. I'm done. I'm gonna drop down and I'll be watching. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, may the best man win, JM. What were you saying now, Army?
Square's in the chat.
Square who? I don't.
You don't see Square?
No, I'm just being funny and shit.
Oh.
No, yeah, I seen him down there and shit. I just want to make I just want him to sweat just a little bit. I want a couple of beads of sweat on his forehead and shit. I want him to experience some goddamn anxiety and shit. Because he need to be accountable for all the crazy shit he's been doing. He's been over there running a fucking circus with all them motherfuckers on his. And what was the whole purpose of him shutting his page down the other day, Army? He shut his page down because I gave him a little man-to-man advice.
I don't know. Have to ask him. Square, you want to come up and explain why you shut your channel down?
Can you feel me? Now, Army vet, you know what he gonna say? It was only for 30 minutes.
Both sides of this thing didn't give a fuck
Army,
about me.
go ahead. Go ahead. Ooh wee. Now it get honest right now. This is where the shit just really get juicy. Now, I witnessed it for myself. The deception and shit that this guy brings around and shit. Now he'll come up there and laugh and kiki and shit. And then if you bring somebody up on a panel, he gets all overexerted and shit and goddamn butthurt and shit. And then once he go in his life and talk a lot of shit, then when you come back and make things right with him, he'll go back and do some more shit and fit things up.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that shit. A lot of people that backstab Army up in this bitch. Andrea's one of them. Andrea's one of them. But I'm sorry, Army. Don't let me stop firing shots and shit at some of your so-called adversaries. But Square needs to sweat a little bit, because I'm gonna start holding his ass accountable for all the dumb shit, that he does. I mean, I watch that shit day in and day out. And he gonna tell me about talking shit and about calling him a bitch and shit. But I had to get his attention with this shit and let him know. Now, if he gets butthurt and shit, want to go live and all that shit, go ahead, because all you doing is work your verse in the love, fellas. So carry on there, grasshopper. Carry on.
I got you.
Buddy, I didn't let your ass up because I wasn't gonna let you. Feel me?
Oh, Triple T.
By the way,
said drop
Army,
the
can I
link.
get another cash app? Can you send me about triple who? Triple well, triple how? This man here doxed my motherfucking family, so he don't get the right to come up here. This motherfucker brought up a child support case, and that ain't nowhere on YouTube or nowhere in the motherfucking streets. This man went and dug into my personal information. I couldn't wait for him to show his ass up in here, because he gonna get a chasing. I'm gonna run this off YouTube like a motherfucking scoundrel. Motherfucker went in my personal information, and this is big facts, Army. If anybody was at Moses shit, they would have seen T brought up some shit that just come out the blue with this shit. And this is the thanks I get. Y'all want to glorify this man? This is y'all. I beg to differ. Yeah. Oh boy. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty in this shit. As y'all can see, it gets more and more dirty up in Yeah. Welcome to my
Harley's
world, bitch.
asking very
on my
nicely
page, on my
if you'll
channel, I'm gonna
drop
say
it.
what the hell I gotta say. I'm not.
Square hit
Every
his
time I
channel
drop it, it
again.
turns into a fucking shit show. It turns into a spit fight and shit. I mean, I'm gonna respect your wishes and shit. I'm gonna let people sit right here, hunk ass up here, and I ain't gonna yell and scream at him either. Shit, I put a little bit too much emphasis on that punk ass motherfucker. And I lost breath in my lungs. All right, here we go. I'm gonna drop this link.
Bugs, what's
Rusty,
up?
crusty, dust, ass. Who gives a fuck about him? I don't.
Books is in the building.
Books, what up? Books, what up?
Square hid his channel forever this time.
That's that's blasphemy. That motherfucker can't stop. He has another addiction that not y'all, but a lot of people out there fail to realize that he is addicted to this shit. He's addicted to this shit.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Pickle will be in here in a minute.
Oh shit, Dre is back. Dre is back. Fucking Dre. Yo, Dre, kick in the bass. Looking at. Oh Lord, here's what shit is. Let's see, can we have a civilized conversation and shit? Okay, I'm gonna try not to raise my voice and let this man say the real triple T. Hold on, let me look at this man shit. Let me look at this man shit. Okay, it is an avatar. I guess he's trying to be funny or something. He's gonna come in here with the dumb shit and the shenanigans and shit, the tricks under the hat. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead. Let's get into this shit. Fuck it. I love this shit. I love this shit.
Oh boy.
Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Vet.
Good morning, Triple T.
Jen, I got a question for you. You were up on Books' channel.
Right.
When you were up on Books' channel, the other day, you said that I ran with a pedophile and ran a charity to pay his legal fees. Now, show me one receipt where I did that, Gene.
I got to get the information, but I will build my case, sir. I will take this to court because
all right.
Now I did see, huh?
I said, okay.
I did see what Lori said something in one of her videos. Okay. I did see something in one of Lori's videos about what she was like saying something like he didn't know some the guy that I'm talking about. They were somewhere and he got, he talked to an underage girl, but he didn't know her address and shit. Okay, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah, but you said on Books' channel,
I don't know if you
said on Books' channel the other day that I supported the pedophile. I ran with him. I ran a fake GoFundMe account for his legal team. Where are you getting this information and show the receipts? Because once I found out that Jekyll was a pedophile, I called him out. I was the only one who called him out. When Mocon gave me that information that Saturday,
repeat it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
When Mocon gave me that information Saturday night, I went live the very next day and called that fucker out and told him that we didn't want nothing to do with him. We don't support shit like that, and that he was a fucking sicko and he can go to hell. And since that day, I've never rocked with that dude. Never even spoke of his name, except for Mocon kept coming around for the last 2 years. Jekyll this, Jekyll that, Jekyll this, Jekyll that. But you set up on Books' channel and said that I did a fake GoFundMe account for his legal stuff. Show the receipts.
I saw some type of receipt, Triple T. I don't know where I seen it at, but I seen I don't know if Jacksonville Joe or somebody had posted something up to where they had raised like almost anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000.
You never see my name attached to anything like that, because Jacksonville Joe and them knew him way before I did, and I only interviewed him one time. And when I interviewed him, a month later is when I found out that he was a fucking sicko, and I stopped fucking with him. But you've been running around these streets for the last 6-7 months saying that same lie without any receipts.
Oh, I know the feeling, Triple T. I know the feeling.
See, that's the thing, Jen. Every time you don't speak on that, you've been saying lie after lie, but you never show receipts. Like you say, I doxed your family. You know damn well Audio Witch is the one who doxed you. But you keep going around telling people I doxed you. You know damn well I never doxed you.
You Triple T, you took down a video in the past where you was talking about you had a doctor's appointment and it was somewhere near where I stayed at, and you was driving your truck and you was talking cat. You was even got irate and shit. You was sweating and shit. You was like, "Hey, so Gene, I'm gonna have 30 of my buddies and shit show up." I know. Right when you were coming into Texas, crossing over the border and shit, you was talking about, "Oh, you gonna have 30 goons," and I said, "You can't play the angel and act like you ain't never did shit, ain't never said shit." You know what I'm saying?
Did I ever put your personal information out? Did I ever put your phone number, your address out? Did I?
You gave the address and the radius of the area. You knew my IP
No, I
address.
did
You
not.
did something.
No, I
You
did
did
not.
something in that
No, I
computer
did
to
not.
find to know exactly.
No, I did not. You know damn well that was Audio Witch who put your daggone information out because Iceman even hit me up and said, "Can you help find who this guy is?" And you don't sit there and lie, Gene. For once in your life, tell the
Chrissy,
truth.
is he running a lot? But yet you dox Mocon.
I didn't dox Smoke. I don't even know what the fuck he is.
I have no clue. I don't think I was around this. I don't even know who Jackal is, so I wasn't around at this time.
Hey, I'm on my computer, so I'm gonna drop off my phone. If you could bring me up.
All right.
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't know who Jackal is, so I can't speak on that.
Now, Gene, you know daggone well I've never doxed you. I've never doxed anyone. But you sit up here time after time, keep saying that Triple T this, Triple T that, but yet you won't show one receipt, not one. But I can show receipts where you knew that ICE was racist and you still rock with him. I got a video clip of you saying, "Come on, Iceman, work with me, Iceman. I know I'm black, but I promise you I don't bite." I got a clip of you saying that. That right there tells me that you know that he's racist. Shout out to these nuts.
You need to take a chill pill and relax because
I'm chill. I'm not irate.
you need to take a chill pill and relax, Triple T, because you know because you try something. We try you pull up text messages and posters and shit that Iceman was racist and that slurs and that proves your point. And at the same time, I was a victim of some of the stuff you do because you do doctor Texas and shit and all that. You doctored up some shit talking about let's work together, let's do that. After the roast battle, you was like, I doctored. You said I texted you and gave you a text talking about go along with a Triple T and this and all that.
You did say that.
You posted it that like it came from my phone or something. Like you made it. You doctored that.
No. You
daggone
sent me the message.
I said
you sent me a message
from you because we had a fight.
You sent a message saying, "Relax, Triple T. The people want to hear what you have to say." Did you or did you not?
I told you exactly. I said people want to hear what you have to say. After we didn't want to talk no more. After we had to fall out behind the roast battle, you the one that didn't want to talk to me no more. You was like, "Fuck you, Gene. I'm done." Blase. You pulled some bullshit, some fuckboy shit, and all that. And I got the message to prove it. You didn't want to talk to me at first. And I'm like, relax. I like relax. I said, relax.
Gene, before you went live after the roast battle, who daggone called you on IG and walked you through how to use StreamYard?
You're starting to glitch a lot, Triple T. I can't hear what you're saying.
I said when you went live after
you
the
hear him,
roast
Army?
battle.
Yep.
Yeah,
When
I
you
can
went-
hear him just fine.
Yeah, it's you, Gene. It's not me. It's your internet. When you went live after the roast battle, who called you on IG to walk you through the StreamYard? And we had a civil conversation for 15 minutes, and we were joking. But as soon as you went live, you flipped the script like that. Tell me I'm lying.
Civil conversation, because I was trying to learn how to navigate and work my shit.
Okay. So you proved my point then. You can't produce one evidence where I've doxed you, where I've doxed Mokan, where I doxed anybody. But you sit up here time after time saying that I am the problem in the community. You said that numerous times. Now, you were behind the war with the roast battle. You started that one. You started the war with the whole Iceman thing off of a daggone fake interview that you said I tried to snipe from you. That dude called me 2 days before he even talked to you, and I turned him down. So why the hell would I want that interview? And you even admitted on camera that I had nothing to do with that, but you still kept running with that narrative, calling me a roach, saying that I was trying to daggone steal things from you. You about as shiesty as your internet is.
Sneaky shit, like sending some of your bring some of your foot soldiers to come attack my shit. Every time I had a stream, there you go, putting your nose in there. Every time I had something going on, I left y'all alone. You kept popping up and popping up. That's why I gave you and Lori 30 lashes, because y'all kept popping up in my shit.
Okay.
And here y'all come. You bring war like you attack people, bro. You did.
No, I don't. Listen.
You was on the offense. I was on the defense.
Ask yourself this question. Every time you go, how long you been live right now?
Quite a minute.
Okay. And why are you just now seeing? Why are you now just seeing me? You want to know why? Because I don't daggone follow you. I don't care what you do. People send me messages and say, "Hey, Gene's live. So and so's been up on the panel." Okay, if so and so's been up on the panel, let me see if I can get up on the panel and ask this dude why he keeps dragging my name through the mud when you keep nothing but telling lie after lie after lie after lie on me.
I have one fact for you, sir, my kind sir, is that when we were going to war back in the day, you were going to war with the fellas and shit and all that, and all of a sudden now, you were going so relentless shit against the little fellas. Is that how you act like you just an angel though out there? You and Lori was going after them, making all types of shit, and Lori was losing her voice and shit and all that. And then all of a sudden you team up with them.
Army, can you understand what he's saying?
And then now you're saying you're not a part of them. I don't get it. You said some of the most foulest shit. Yeah.
Army, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay, because he's breaking up a lot. Okay, listen to me. When you're at war with people, you're going to say and do things against your opponent. Then we all realize, you know what? It's doing nothing but tearing the community up. What are we accomplishing? We're not daggone doing anything but tearing the community up. So why not try to come to a resolution to, as they say, have peace in the Middle East? So we did. So, yes, did I say some hateful things about the Littles? Sure. Did they say hateful things about me? Yes. Did Filthy Animal say hateful things about me? Yes. Did I say hateful things about him? Yes. But you know what? We all came together and said, you know what? Enough's enough. Let's squash this shit.
and try to resolve it and live in peace. And we did. And guess what? It's been great. But you are so butthurt because they won't let you back in the community. And you're like that gnat that's running around these streets telling lie after lie after lie without any evidence or receipts. Like you've been saying for months that I beat my wife or my wife beats me. Show me one receipt.
All that, hold on, Triple, not to cut you off, but you know, that speech deserves an applaud. Fucking vote.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But
you can't take
you
anything
say
seriously.
You got peace and y'all all came together. Y'all all came together and shit. Hold on. Y'all all come together and shit. But what's for the worthy cause of y'all having peace and come together just to form one big ass malicious group to terrify others?
Who are we terrifying?
You think you bringing peace to this shit? No.
Who are we terrifying?
Square. And anybody that ain't down. Square brings, that ain't down shit. So y'all
Square brings everything on himself.
Contradict yourself about this peace shit.
No, I don't. Because he engages on everything.
It does not matter what he does. You partaking.
Look.
You partaking in that shit, sir. Because you said you would send some shit to the computer, and it's on camera. It's on camera.
Yeah, and I also said it was a joke.
You got some explaining to do. Come on, soldier.
I also said it was a joke.
There was no
and
joke.
I even apologized to Square for it. Oh my God. Listen, I even said it was a joke.
Lori
I
has to calm
apologize
you down because she knows you got.
Huh?
You promises to your wife all the time. You break them every fucking day. Like, doxing and shit and Triple T to keep his mouth closed. You said, "You're right, babe. Yeah, I love you. And yeah, you're right." And next minute, here you go, popping off with some shit and talking about my God.
Once again, you're just about as shitey as your daggone internet, robot and fool. That right there deserves applaud. Look, Gene, just
you gotta get your own fucking jokes. Now it's the proof is your own thing and be original.
You're nothing but a puppet master. You like to control the strings. You like to control the narrative. Just like you like to control Mokan. We had peace with Mokan, but now he wants to get back on running his mouth because you get into his ear and like, Triple T's the problem. Get rid of him and we can split his daggone subs up and we can control the community. Listen, I'm going to give you some friendly advice. If you want to control this community, get some better mouthpieces because Mokan and Ice are racist. Nobody's going to follow or listen to anything they have to say. If you get somebody in there who doesn't have criminal backgrounds and aren't racist and actually treat people with respect and come with facts and receipt, people will believe them and then they'll believe you. But all you do is you run around with a false narrative, telling these lies out there, and people are swinging off your nuts because they think that you're going to take them to the promised land. Do you not realize that you have all the rejects on your team in this community? Everybody that's on your team are the community rejects. That's what your team is. The reject crew. That's what we're going to start calling you because y'all are a bunch of fucking rejects. If you really think anybody's going to follow your lead. Rejects.
You know about us.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of people that support me. You just made a bunch of enemies. You just made a bunch of enemies right now, Triple T, and you don't give a good goddamn.
I don't have any. I don't have any enemies.
Because back when Lori had a black eye.
Yeah.
When Lori,
she gave herself playing with a dog.
Her dad came into town. No, when her dad came into town, you had some explaining to do. Like both y'all at the same time, you had a long, guilty-looking ass face and shit, and she had a goddamn black eye. Now the way when she steps in the room, Triple T, you cannot lie. When she step in the room, bro, you know damn well the energy changes shit, and she towers over you. And I know off camera y'all probably got some physical shit going on.
The only physical thing we got going on is in the bedroom that you ain't doing. When's the last time you had some When's the last time you had some pussy, Gene? When's the last time you had some pussy for real?
Nasty. You know,
when's the last time you got laid?
But you ain't getting it either. Because if you was getting it, if you was really scoring in the bedroom, Lori wouldn't have all them sexual toys and shit. She wouldn't have and everybody seen the stream. Everybody seen it playing. She had dildos, booty beads and shit and all kind of shit. Booty beads and dildos and shit. You promote that shit as a husband. Y'all ain't right.
Hey, Gene, I guarantee you your mama and your grandmama has sex toys. Ain't a woman on this earth that don't have sex toys, you big dummy.
Ain't no mama and grandma got no damn sex toys and shit.
Yeah, they were. They were a bunch of.
Taking care of your business in the
I guarantee you.
There would be no.
I guarantee you, your mama and grandmama were freaks in the sheets, getting buck wild. You know it's true.
Triple T. You can't take.
You probably daggone found your grandmama's toy one time, didn't you?
Your wife is the one that was. Your wife was the one that came on YouTube and put a bunch of sexual toys up there. You don't see every woman doing that.
Look at you, want to laugh, don't you?
And you condone that shit. It's funny to you. I'm laughing with your crazy ass. You rusty,
is that why you,
dusty motherfucker.
Is that why you do all the dress up? Because you learned from your parents? They got into some freaky shit. They did all that role playing stuff. You learned from them. Is that why you do all that dress up?
No, I learned that from you. I learned that from you.
Hey, do you wear the chicken suit while you having sex? Is that the kind of shit you're into? Yeah, they got a thing for that. The people who dress up like characters.
Goddamn right. Here comes you.
See?
Here comes the
truth comes out.
You're left in time. Ain't nothing wrong with dresses. Ain't nothing up. Hey. Maybe you should try it, T, because if you put on a cowboy hat or something, you might get some more sexual, some goddamn sexual healing and shit. Well, you know and I know when she put you in that diaper, ain't no sexual activities going on. And
I don't wear no diapers.
We change what are you gonna do then?
They don't have diapers big enough for me.
You said clearly this day that she changed her diaper. Back surgery, you said she changed your diaper. She changes the bed.
No, I said when I was paralyzed. Yeah, when I was paralyzed for 87 days back in 2006, my wife had to wipe my ass. Yes.
All I'm saying, Triple T. That's all I was saying.
I didn't have no diapers on though. I was laying in a hospital bed.
I know.
But you're the one running around on YouTube. You run around on YouTube in a diaper with a little Durgan. That's all I'm saying. Hey, that whole legend about
my freaking Durgan anyway, man. I'm not gonna let you.
That whole I didn't look at it. My wife's like, "Did you see how big?" I said, "I'm not looking." She goes, "Trust me. It's a little Durgan jerkin pickle."
Y'all into that freaky shit. I've had enough. Triple T, you have a good day, sir. I'm not taking this
before I go.
Talk about this
before I go, listen to me. If you want to come after me, but come after me with receipts and facts. Stop all this lying to the people, Gene. Okay? When I come at you, I come with receipts and facts. Just like when I came at Iceman, I came at him with receipts and facts. If you do that, people will respect you. But nobody respects you because you never produce one receipt, not one. And you know that's the truth.
I beg to differ. It's proven. I don't need receipts when I got
you have never shown one receipt where you said
dropping the current, drop out porn and shit. Come on, dog.
You never daggone. Show
And
me a
that's on
receipt where
camera.
I daggone
I
did
ain't
a fake
gotta-
GoFundMe. Show me a receipt where I did
You
a
know.
fake GoFundMe account for Jekyll. Show me a
Okay.
receipt where I daggone did fake fundraisers. Show me a receipt where I daggone
There's a
beat
video
my
of that.
wife where she beats me. Show it then. You can't because it doesn't exist.
Hey,
Stop lying.
three
Stop
out of
lying
four-
on people,
three
Gene.
out of 4 I can do that. I don't know if y'all beating each other.
Stop lying on people, Gene.
I
Stop lying.
don't know if you and your wife. I don't know
And you
if your
sit
wife
up
beat
there.
each other. Okay.
You sit up
But I
there
do know
on
some
Books'
of the people
channel
you
the
have.
other day. You sit up on Books' channel the other day praying to God, and then as soon as you're done with your prayer, both of you drop the GD word about 10 times each, which is straight blasphemy. You know that's a sin that cannot be forgiven, right?
You do it.
I'm just letting you know. I'm
Educating
educating you
prayer
now.
every opening of your stream. And no. Since we're gonna do that, you did the same thing. You contradicted yourself, sir.
You never heard me
And then I
use the
gotta
word
get up out of
GD because that's
here,
not
man.
my
What you did,
vocabulary.
you prayed,
I
and
never
then
say
you go-
that word. I've never said the word GD. You'll never hear me say that word.
GAWD, God.
No,
I said
no,
God.
no, you don't. No, you don't.
That's what
No,
I
you
said.
don't. No, you don't. You lie to yourself, but you can't lie to God.
I'm not gonna. You're not gonna turn it into a shit show.
I'm not turning into a shit show. I'm speaking fact.
Because you are a narcissist.
I'm speaking fact.
You're a
I'm
freaking
speaking
freaking
fact.
drill sergeant, bro.
So what?
Okay.
So what?
You're always gonna want to. I'll bring my videos. Okay. I'll bring my videos to prove you a lie.
Okay, bring them.
Triple T, you have a nice off day. And may
All
the
right,
best
hey.
man win.
That's right. Just remember this. Triple T family strong. Late Night Crew family strong. This mother Jacksonville Joe family strong. And guess what, Gene? Little family strong and motherfucking Worky Bird strong.
Have a great day.
Fuck the Gene. Fuck the Gene team.
Have a good day, sir. Have a great day. Chrissy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh Lord, Andrea.
Woo-wee.
That was a
They're
whole lot of
talking about
goddamn
Wacky
glitching and shit going on.
Down here in the comments, they're talking about
Wacky Jackie
Wacky
what?
Jackie being timed out, and I can't even see Wacky Jackie, so I can't time her out.
I see right there. They're trying to blame you for doing that shit. It should say who took the leg shot.
Well, yeah.
Whenever
I
someone
know
deletes
who
it
did.
or
I'm not
pull,
gonna...
do their leg shot, hey.
Oh, I
It
know
wasn't
who
you?
done it. I'm just not gonna out that person though.
You let everybody know. Okay. Y'all be careful with y'all leg shots and shit. Let me know if y'all gonna do it. If they get too disrespectful, then they ass gonna get a motherfucking leg shot. Then they get a leg shot. Hold on, what am my boy saying? Oh, there you go. Hold on, let me bar my boy back up right quick. Martin back up right quick. Because that's another soldier right there.
Yeah.
Y'all keep it cool though. Y'all keep it respectable and shit. Don't do any leg shots unless they get this motherfucking out of line. Unless they get this motherfucking out of line. Dress in the back and shit. I don't want to let her up because every time she comes around, fucking clown. Yeah, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to my shit. Subscribe to my shit. What do you say, Army? You think we should take it on out? Did wrong earlier when I tried to play Tom Petty, won't back down, Army?
Do what?
Because I don't think I had any sound. I tried to play the song "Won't Back Down" by Tom Petty earlier.
Yeah, no, there was no sound when you were trying to. Lil Robbie said
What
that
the
he
fuck?
just messaged me and said that he keeps getting timed out as well.
Hey, y'all need to keep keep your trigger finger off the triggers. Soldiers, stand down. Soldiers, stand down. Unless they get real disrespectful, then y'all do them leg shots. Y'all are abusing y'all rifles and shit. I wanted to play my Tom Petty and shit.
Yeah, I've not timed anybody out
Trip
in a while because they've been, you know, keeping it somewhat civil. So. Oh, look at Mama Rock. She thinks she's cute.
I seen Mama Rock's post on Instagram.
You ain't worth the ammo.
Who's talking shit? Who's talking shit, Army?
Do what?
You said who's not worth the ammo?
Mama Rocks.
Oh man, yeah. Okay, well I didn't want to get into it, but okay. I don't know why this shit don't play.
Because she said, shoot me. And I said, nah. You ain't worth the ammo.
So you weren't finna do that one. Oh, let me do this. The little Robbie's back. There you go, right there. So
yeah, there you are, Robbie.
I still don't support
you'll
your
be
ass.
able to see who's timing them out, or do you not have the YouTube app open? Are you just on StreamYard?
Yeah, I can see on my phone.
So you can see who's timing people out.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, calm down. Calm down, Jenny. Woo wee! God damn, she is not playing. I didn't expect that. Shit. Oh my God, she's gunning them down. Hold on, y'all, chillax. I can't get my StreamYard to fucking sync with my damn YouTube and sharing, stop my screen sharing so I can play my Tom Petty song before I take this shit on and out. Because y'all know I usually don't do 3 hours. I got a lot of shit to do. I got a whole lot of shit to do. But anyways, let's step up out. Yeah. Let's step up out here, Army. Whoever gonna go live, let's go ahead and go over there and check out their shit. And remember, y'all, keep this shit tight and shit, man. All that doxing and all the other shit, y'all need to chill out on that shit, relax. All that swatting and shit, relax.
Books, you going live?
And we're gonna see where this shit go. But all right, Army, I'm finna be out and shit. I'm finna hop down from here. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday.
In the chat.
All right. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday and shit. Hope y'all enjoyed the motherfucking show and for this motherfucking content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my shit. And don't play with me. Can you dig it? Yeah.